What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 18 of the CV show. We're here for another week. Got an amazing show for you tonight. We've got really loud noises, whoever there is. We've also got Wonderfest. We're going to talk about all the reveals, all the images that we saw. So loads of great images uploaded by people. Thank you if your images is in our images tonight. We appreciate all your effort you put in. I mean, I hope you had a great time out there anyway. And we've got a man in the field. We're going to go to first. He's at the New York Toy Fair, which is just for businesses and for the press today. So it's been an honour to be there, and he's seen some amazing new lines for this year. And then we're going to talk about, we have two brand new websites launching today. I've been working very hard. If these bags you can see under here, that's basically why I've been working so hard. If you saw my back, it's ridiculous from the whips the guys have been giving me. So we've got two websites launching today. We're very happy about them. It keeps in the theme of what we're about helping content creators, and I can't wait to share you that. Loads of other updates, CV updates at the end as well, so please stick around. I appreciate everyone that's in the chat tonight. So, first things first, I'm Richard. Nice to meet you. You've probably seen me before. So, right, guys, I'm going to introduce first Mr. Jason Bond, the Aussie destroyer himself. How you doing, mate?
G'day, guys. Beautiful sunny day here in Sydney. Ready to roll again for another week.
Mr. Ian Dempster, are you out of the doghouse yet? How you doing, mate?
I was born in the doghouse. I'm going to die in the doghouse. Let's get this thing going.
Oh, God. There's a reason I love that, man. Right, we have Mr. Thor Gunderson, Mr. Darth Vader himself. You alright, mate? Are you recovered from last week's If Happens?
It's good to be back. Old Gunderson has spent a little time in the back of the tank for a while. You know, had that flu virus, but hey, we're back in business.
And his partner in crime, he never knows the time. We have Mr. Chris Moret, the Jedi himself. How you doing, mate?
Bringing balance to the Force. Glad to be here. I'm looking forward to a great Sunday. Woo!
And then finally, coming at you live from New York, it's Sunday night. We have Mr. Paradox Nerd himself. How you doing, man?
How you guys doing? Paradox Nerd, reporting live from Toy Fair. Hey, what's up, guys? I have a special guest with me today. I have a representative from Gentle Giant, Mr. Daniel Pickett. He's going to show us around. Very nice of him to show us around the Gentle Giant booth, which I'm really, really excited about, and a lot of reveals that he's going to try to get us.
Just go, mate.
Show us.
Go for it.
True.
It's riveting.
So, let's start over here with our case of Gentle Giant LTD stuff.
Okay, cool.
So, you know, Gentle Giant LTD, we've been around for almost 20 years doing a lot of high-end stuff, statues, busts, and collectibles, and we're still doing that. Nothing has changed with that, but this year we're announcing we also have Gentle Giant Toys, where we're doing some mass market, lower price point stuff. But first we're going to talk about the high-end stuff that we brought to show off.
Okay.
One of our show debuts are the Star Wars bookend that we have here. We have a Darth Vader one and a Stormtrooper that are sold separately. So if you just want two Stormtroopers, you can do that, or two Vaders if you want one of each. It's up to you.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
That up to you. They've got a great like marble paint on them. They're very heavy, very sturdy. They've got no slip feet on there, and plus the power of the dark side will hold your books upright.
Oh, wow.
What if you don't read?
Then for our collector gallery line, you can see we kind of had a theme going with it this year, with bounty hunters. So for the first time at the show, we're showing Forlom and Boba Fett here.
Wow.
Boba Fett is standing on a Wampa skull, in case you were wondering what he's perched upon.
That looks amazing, guys. This is, and you know me with Boba Fett. I'm gonna get this.
How can we?
Without a doubt, this is amazing. Look at the pose on him. You never see a Boba Fett pose like that, to be honest. Really, I mean, most of the time he's like put his hand on top of his gun, and this is an amazing pose and an amazing line. I'm excited for this line.
You'll notice all the bases here relate back to Jabba's palace, so it's kind of a continuation of the story you might not have seen, like IG-88 standing on the grate. Bosk, you know, that's one of the gargoyles from his podium there. You can see with Zuckuss, he's got a chain where someone has escaped.
Wow.
So
That is amazing. Any news on pre-orders when our collectors can?
So Boba Fett will be up for pre-order next week on Gentle Giant.
Oh.
So yeah, he'll be ready to go, and then Forlom will probably be in another month or so.
Okay. Any price point with, or can you?
Yeah, these guys are run about $159.
Okay.
Yeah, IG-88, he's actually out right now. He came out last week, so he's
What scale are they?
the first guy out the gate. So if you like him and you want to get it on the ground floor, that's your guy.
One of our viewers is asking, what scale are
This is
they?
1/8 scale. So we've been doing 1/8 scale for a little over a year now. We launched it with we did a scaled down version of our kneeling Darth Vader that was one of our most popular statues. So yeah, we've got these guys here. And then we're also in the same scale for our Marvel license. We're showing off debuting our sort of history of Wolverine statues here, starting with his first appearance up there. Wow. Then we move into the 80s, got the Frank Miller era with his brown and yellow costume.
Wow.
The 90s tiger stripe costume. And then following up with Old Man Logan there behind them.
So you hit pretty much every.
We hit every major era, but there's still others that we could do if we care to.
Yes.
If it does well, we'll absolutely explore doing stuff.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't see it not
they
doing
look
well.
great all together, that same pose, kind of showing the passage of time with that character.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So down here with our Marvel animated line, we've set it up for pre-order already, but this is the first time we've ever shown it in person for the Spider-Man Mary Jane set. That was our February Valentine's Day surprise, so that will actually be out in the next week or so before the end of the month. So if you want to get on the pre-order of that, that'll be coming very, very soon.
Just a quick question. This is based off the Scotty Young.
Yes, that's right.
Artwork?
Based off all of his variant covers that he did for Marvel for a couple of months.
Yes.
So yeah, so Scotty's a good friend of ours. He
Yeah.
loves the line. We love him. We had him signing in our booth every day at Comic-Con last year.
Yes.
And we're hoping he'll be back this year. So
Yeah, he's an amazing artist.
he's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one of a kind too with his artwork.
Yeah. We actually, for one of our Comic-Con exclusives last year, we did a statue based on his original work for I Hate Fairyland. So
Oh, wow.
That did gangbusters for us.
Okay.
Squirrel Girl down here, she'll be out by the end of the month. She's the first flocked character we've done. You can see that her tail and her bodysuit are fuzzy.
Oh, wow. That looks amazing.
And then Daredevil will be out next month. The next one. And then we'll have some more of those. We'll start announcing probably right before Comic-Con for the next waves of those. But we're over 20 characters deep in that line already. We love it. It's going to keep going.
Okay.
And there are a few Punisher items down there. The Punisher bookends just came out last week, so they're available now. Punisher Animated is out. And the Collector Gallery statue, I know a lot of people are waiting on him. He'll be out in a few months.
Oh, wow. That Punisher looks amazing.
Yeah, he's a great sculpt.
And
Our designers and our...
is the Punisher out right now?
He'll be coming in a couple of months.
A couple months. Okay. In terms of Star Wars, any new anything in production that you could kind of tell us about? Maybe hints?
Nothing that we can announce yet. These were our announcements. But there's certainly more stuff coming. Yes, absolutely. We're working on our Premier Guild. What our next Premier Guild exclusives will be. We've got a pretty good idea of our 2018 roadmap. When we get back for our Premier Guild members, we're going to let them vote and pick a Star Wars bust. So that's coming up in the next week or so. We're going to let them do that.
For the new viewers that are not familiar with your guild membership, would you like to explain how it works and?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, so we've got a collector club that we do every year called the Premier Guild, and with it, you buy a membership to it. It's an annual membership. It usually runs April to April. It's April to April, and with it, it costs an annual fee. This year, for the first time, we did a tiered version. We had 3 tiers. So the highest tier was $150, then we had a $100 tier, and then a $50 tier. For both the $150 and the $100, when you buy in, you get a free gift. So you essentially get the price of your membership back in a product.
Yes.
So we had, I think, 6 exclusives this year. So if you bought the highest tier, you could pick from either 2 of the busts, which is a great deal on those because normally they're 120 a piece. Or we had a Star Wars 1/8 scale Darth Revan was one of them, and then we had one of our Star Wars jumbos. We take the vintage figures and blow them up to 12 inches with the big cards and stuff. And the Emperor is the gift for that. So
Wow.
For our bus, we were doing Obi-Wan with a light-up lightsaber, which is killer. We just got a sample in for that. Knocked out. We've never done a light-up saber like that in our bus line. The factory just really knocked it out of the park with that.
Yeah.
We had Lobots. We have FN2199, the trader guy.
Yeah.
And then we also did an Old Man Logan bus with the Hulk on it.
Yeah.
That's the Premier Guild. So yeah, you buy into it and you get a gift. And then you get discounts throughout the year. You get access to pre-order our Comic-Con exclusives when we release those. We always do like a holiday bust or some sort of item at the year that's just for the Premier Guild. So there's a lot of membership. Plus you get discounts on everything throughout the year. So a lot of benefits. We give them some sneak peeks and show them some pre-production stuff throughout the year. So it's a good little gig.
That is a no-brainer, especially with the Darth Revan. That is an amazing, amazing statue. It's just the same scale as the Boba Fett.
Yeah, he fits in with that line.
And it lights up from what I...
he does not.
Oh, he does not. The Obi-Wan, yeah, but still... Yeah. I don't think no one has ever done a Darth Revan statue. I know.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think you're the only ones that have done it.
Yeah.
So yeah, is there anything else that could show us for in terms of?
So the big announcement that we're doing at the show here is, like I said, we've been doing this for 20 years. We were the pioneers in using digital sculpting and 3D scanning to make consumer products. So we've been doing that a long time, trying to make the most accurate, detailed product that we can. So, but not everyone can afford, to buy 6 bounty hunters and put them on the shelf, in their home. It's a lot to ask. So we've started these new lines, kind of a junior collector in-house, like someone that wants to start, doesn't know where to start with the collection. A lot lower price point that you can come in, get a cool collection of stuff that looks great because we're using the same technology, same attention to detail, same sculpt, but for a lower price point. So these will be in mass market stores like Target, Toys R Us coming this fall.
Okay.
So we've got 7 lines that we're launching. It's a little crowded in there right now. So let's see if we can squeeze in.
Okay. All right.
How they
This is only here in Toy Fair, guys.
So starting here with our Tiny Tin pocket pails. These are going to be little miniature metal lunch boxes that we're doing. For Marvel and Star Wars. They'll be hinged, you can open them.
Oh, wow.
They'll have a little thermos that'll be made of eraser material, so you can put them on the end of your pencil.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
And we'll be doing actual, replica lunch boxes. Like, I actually carry this lunch box full scale as a child, as well as some other designs that we came up with. So with Star Wars, we have a lot of the movie posters and things. For Marvel, we kick it off with a lot of the classic comic stuff. Yeah, love that. Then Bust Ups is a line that we did 10 years ago. We were blind box before it was really cool.
Yeah.
And before people understood it. Now everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
So we were like, hey, why don't we get the band back together and bring back Bust Ups? Yes. Because we've got some great licenses for it. So kicking off with Star Wars and Marvel. Marvel will be Spider-Man based first wave, 5 characters, and you can see all the great sculpting and detail, dynamic poses, these great bases, a lot of great little characters. And then Star Wars, also 5 characters. We got Porgs. They come in these little, internally we call them like Twinkie capsules. To show you what you got. You peel the corner off, inside there's a little bag with these pieces, and you pop them together. It's a one-time assembly, and at the end, you got something really cool that you can put on your desk in your collection.
Wow, that's pretty cool too. I love the packaging on it too. That's like,
yeah.
It's almost like one of the peel it off and then you like the Dunkaroos kind of.
Right. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
So over here we have our Marvel Micro Bobble line. These are all internal designs that we did. Our designer went crazy, made like 200 designs.
And also we actually
They all have a suction cup that relates back to their powers, abilities, or their vehicles, or they have a case that you can stick them on. We have a couple of chase ones in here. We've got the unmasked Green Goblin versus the regular one, and then we have a glow-in-the-dark Venom.
Oh, wow.
You see that angry face glowing at you in the dark, as opposed to just the regular Venom. Then down here we have Star Trek Discovery, which we're really excited about. We have a good relationship with the Star Trek Discovery folks because we help them 3D print and model some of their costumes for the show. These ships are based on the actual models, the 3D digital models that they use on the show. They'll all have these articulated arms with the suction cup on them, so that you can put them on, have them interact. You know, you can build your fleet, you can make space battles, whatever you want. For $7.99.
Yeah, can't beat that.
Not bad to build Starfleet. Mini Heroes are scaled down vinyl versions of like our Marvel animated, but with these cute little environmental bases that they're on. These will be like $12.99 in stores.
And Scotty Young.
Again, Scotty Young, very stylized, very cute, you know, awesome. Our super stills, our mini busts have kind of been our bread and butter for 20 years. So we're taking these to a mass market with a new material. It will be like high-grade PVC. They'll be slightly smaller than our standard resin mini busts. We've got this for Marvel and Star Wars. So you can see that. Usually 2 characters per wave, 2 or 3. Might see some store exclusives with them. We've had a bit of interest in that.
Oh wow, that looks venomous.
We have Spider-Man, and really great Venom. You know, you can see again,
wow,
the sculpting and the detail, the paint that we try and do for the higher end line.
Yeah, wow, that looks
to a mass market for like $25. And then finally, we have the Star Wars pin series, our enamel pins. We love classic Star Wars too, so we'll be kicking off with the first 6 here that look like the classic figures. 6 of the original 12. They'll come in these little boxes like this that have a little tear here, ripcord thing. So you peel it off, you get the box, you peel the thing off, you can see what character you have.
And similar to the...
Yeah. And if you want to display it, instead of using it, it's got a little kickstand here.
Wow.
There. Or you can, you know, bust it open, put it on your lanyard, your backpack, whatever you want. We've got the entire Star Wars universe to play with in these pins. We've got not just, you know, like the classic action figures, but also modern things, you know, Praetorian Guards, and whatever we want to do. Ships, vehicles, you know, droids, characters, animation, movies, we got it all. So.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. So those are our 7 new lines that we're doing here. That we're debuting at Toy Fair.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Dan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for showing us around the booth. Everything looks amazing, especially that the statues are amazing too. So thank you again. I really appreciate it from behalf of the Collectorverse.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for all you guys that support us. We appreciate it.
All right, cool. All right, guys. So I'm gonna send it back to you guys. Thank you for. I'll be back on a little bit later.
Go find us something cool. Go find us something cool. Go run, Forrest, run.
Okay.
Hi there. Yeah, hey, get Dan's business information so we can reach out directly. It sounds like they've got a lot of cool stuff on the horizon.
He's always hustling. He's always hustling. You can't get.
No, it's called networking, Richard. Come on now, I'm not hustling.
Anyway, speak to you a bit, mate. He's gone, pretty much. I think he's gone.
So you're telling me right now that if I buy a membership, I get something for free?
Yeah, that's what got me hooked into it too, Ian. I'm like, considering signing up as soon as we finish the show, buddy.
Yeah, and then I get discounts on top of it. That's a good freaking deal.
And I heard free, and I heard Darth Revan. I mean, I'm already hooked, so I'm good. I'm good.
Anyway, children, let's get on. Let's move on. If anyone's joining us, you haven't missed Wonderfest. Don't worry about it. You haven't missed it. We've basically just been. We had to go to PJ first because he had the time booked basically with Gentle Giant. So we had to go to him first. So you haven't missed Wonderfest. We're going to go through that now. Once again, thanks to PJ for all his hard work today. He's been there all day. I know it's been a bit of a slog for him. It's great to have different people all over the world in different places because we can get to different things pretty quick, so it's pretty good. I would have liked to have been in Japan as well for Wonderfest, but it's a long way to travel for one day, and I'd rather like just go somewhere else. So, but I appreciate Prime 1 and everything and what was there, and we're going to go through it now. So, anyway, guys, ready to go through Wonderfest? I'm interested to hear what Jason's got to hear about it. Anyway, I know that. I'm always, whenever there's a reveal, I always think, what would Jason say? And it's always, that's very great, mate. It's great. It's fucking great. Oh, it's shit. Either way. Oh, it's shit. Either way, yeah.
Knees, Richard. The bee's knees.
The bee's knees, mate. It's the bee's knees now. Where's my fucking Drongo? Is that it? Yeah. Alright, anyway. Let's go through Wonderfest. Everyone ready?
We are ready, sir.
Let's do this!
Locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded. I hope not. Anyway, right guys. So, if you all click on my stream so you can see what I'm looking at, that'd be appreciated. So let me know when you're all ready.
Ready.
Working with amateurs. Okay, so this is the first image, and we've basically got Prime 1 Studio. That's their booth, looking at it from afar. Looks like quite a lot of people there actually. It looks pretty good. Another angle of that, I think you can just see the 1/3 scale DC characters there, and that in the background. Right, so the first piece we have is Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy, this is a surprise. I didn't know this was coming. I don't know if this is part of the Hush line. Jason, you'll know more about that. Is this part of the Hush line?
It is, yeah. She actually was one of the characters that featured heavily in the novel, in the graphic novel, the Hush series. And yeah, that's Jim Lee's version of Poison Ivy. Hardcore.
Fair enough. Jim Lee likes them stacked. Right. Anyway, next. Okay, so that's the first image of what do you think of the portrait, Ian?
It's stunning. I mean, the hair is beautiful. The eyes are dead on. This looks amazing. I think this might be the piece of the event.
Thor, what do you think?
I love it. At first, I was in the XM Samurai one was my favorite, but when they showed this, and then some guy actually put both pictures next to each other, and this, no question, blew it out of the water, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the XM Samurai has its own place. It's a very different concept, I suppose. And if you get that line with the XM, the Samurai Bane and that, and the Batman, then I guess they work together. But as far as a more pure Poison Ivy, I think this one works a bit better. I do like the sculpt. I like the fact that it's not overly model-esque, if that makes a sense. You know, a bit like we've just had the Wonder Woman. Now she is fine, but she is very sort of beautiful and model-esque. This could be, you know what I mean? Do you get what I mean? They've not gone overly sort of sexualized on it. It's a very good sculpt, and I appreciate. Yeah. I think it's a really good.
It could be your sister.
Thanks, Ian. You ruined it. Anyway. This is
actually, you got to remember too, DC doesn't have that licensing requirement that Marvel have put into their statues being owned by Disney. So
don't you bloody start, Jason. Don't even start. Don't you dare start on bloody DC versus Marvel. Save it for your show. It's coming. Just save it for the show. It's coming. God, Jesus. He's in show mode already, honestly. He's like, you know. Right, so there's a bit of detail on the base. I love this. It's like a Venus flytrap. I think that's really nice. Another bit more detail. Do you know what? What is it this with bases? I would love to know if companies could do this. I don't know if they can break down how much the statue costs and how much the base costs. I would love to know. Okay, this statue is $1,000. The statue is $400, and the base is $600. I don't know. They're never going to do that because people will just say, "Don't give me the frigging base." But I think this base really adds something to it, so I really appreciate that. But that would be a cool thing if we ever actually found that out. What do we think, Chris, to the leaving on her arms and on her legs and on the body? I think it's really nice. I know it does look like it's raised, so I'm guessing it is put on top of the actual sculpt. So what do you think, Chris?
No, I actually like it. I mean, you see the comic books, but, you know, when you look at the statue, it looks, I mean, the detail, it looks so lifelike. And what you were commenting about the base, you know, I think we got used to seeing the bases kind of supporting the actual statue itself. But how about, you know, like this one, the base is actually complementing and interacting with the actual statue itself. So it becomes, you know, its own piece on top of, you know, it's basically showboating, you know, Poison Ivy. But now you've got these monsters, you got these vicious plants, and I think it's super awesome. I like the way the leaves look like they're clinging to her skin, you know, just like Ivy does on a building. So
there's some steel beams in there as well. It looks like in the base.
It's such a nice piece, man. I really like it. That's I swear every year they're coming out with better stuff, you know.
Cool. All right, let's move on to the next piece. We've got a lot of images to go through, and this piece took me by surprise because probably because I only watched the film about a couple of weeks ago. I'd not seen it. I'd been putting it off, thinking, "Oh well, I didn't like the one that was put out with Jack Black, so I'm going to hate this one." And do you know what? It's not a bad film. It is not a bad film. It's not going to win any Oscars, but if you want something that's a bit fun and it's a bit of a laugh, and you just want something that's going to be entertaining on a Saturday night, put it on because it's a decent film. And this
and the after credits scene's a must.
Yeah, and this really sort of caught my eye at the event. I don't know if it's because of Kong or because of the skull crawler that is trying to eat him. So I mean, this is the first image we've got. This is from the final battle. It looks like the spikes around the edge are from the spoiler alert if you've not seen it. It's not really a spoiler, but the spikes are from there's a village in there, and there's some spikes that stop the monsters getting in. It looks like that's where it's come from. It looks like you get two heads, which we'll go into when we get to the pictures. But I mean, Jason, you commented on this. This is an immense piece. I mean, I don't. This is not fitting in a Bester. It's not even fitting in a pack. This is not even fitting in your room. Probably. Where's this going to go?
That's going to have to go on a shelf or be a centerpiece quickly. I mean, they're like I think that they're the half scales that they've got behind it, so that gives you an idea of the size of it. But yeah, what you were saying with the attention to detail. Now, I actually saw these pictures last night, and I pulled up the film, put it through the still frames in the battle. And you're right, that is an actual perfect photo representation of a scene in the final battle, just before they hit the water. So you know what I'm talking about, Richard?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is.
It's like, you know, basically it's like a minute and a half just before they hit the water and stuff like that in the final battle. So yeah, it was attention to detail, fantastic. Love the film, love the piece. If I collected the Monster series and stuff like that, I'd be all over it.
Thor, would you buy this if you were into this sort of stuff?
Most definitely. This when I first saw the Poison Ivy, that was my favorite piece. But then I saw this, and this was off the page, man. I mean, if I was into Godzilla and King Kong and stuff, you know, like that, this would definitely be a first day pre-order.
Is that real hair? It looks like real hair stuck on the side.
Looks like it, yeah, right around his cheek there, like by his jaw.
Yeah.
Definitely looks like.
Yeah, down there it is. I think the rest of it might look a bit sculpted though, but yeah, it looks like they've put real hair in there though too.
I mean, Ian, what do you think to this? I mean, it looks like we get a couple of extra heads. I mean, 3 heads is always good when you're paying that sort of money, so...
Hey, how cool would it be to have this thing and have the heads, you know, displayed with it? This thing is freaking amazing. Look at that. That is intense. Like, his eyes look, you know, just how the monster's feeling. This is a great statue.
Can I just say how companies seem to be nailing this water effect at the minute?
Look at that. And then look what you have in the water right there. You have the
propeller.
The ship in the water. That's cool.
Yeah, they seem to be nailing this water effect to make it look... I mean, we have the Weapon X from XM with the water on the body, which is going to come out amazing, I think. I'm glad they kept it. Then we had the Swamp Thing. And we've had a couple of Caught of the Dead... I think we had a Caught of the Dead piece with water. And this piece, again... That looks like water to me. If you look at that... I mean, we know it's not, but if you didn't know it was, you might think it was actually wet. And the detail they go into, I do not understand how they paint that. Look at the detail in his foot and merging into the water and stuff like that. They're just... Prime One seem to be doing stuff that other companies just aren't. And that's not to say other companies are bad, but Prime One, I don't know how, seem to be just upping that game every time. They seem to be just, okay, well, you did that, okay, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. I mean, Chris, would you buy this if you had the money or if you had the space? Is this something that interests you?
Yeah, I think so. I do like. I am a closet, you know, Kong fan and Godzilla. You know, growing up watching all those variations, you know, as I got older, you know, as the technology's gotten better for movies, so the detail on that is impressive. I think it would scare the heck out of my son though, but it would absolutely look good in the man cave.
Yeah, but to be fair, Ian scares the heck out of your son, so he's easily scared. Actually, he's not. No, he's not. Easily
I was going to say, if Chris walked out to the shower with his towel on and stood next to the statue, which one's Godzilla?
Oh, God.
Or which one's King Kong? Jeez.
But let's for everyone.
This is why Ian is not allowed at public functions. I mean, how do they? I mean, that is a sculpt with the mouth open, the teeth, or I mean, the scratches on his body and everything. That's incredible.
That's crazy.
That is.
Yeah.
This piece, seriously, if I was going to buy one of this feet, it would probably be this. I mean, I love that. That is an amazing sculpt. I think that is just. I mean, the other one, yeah, the mouth is back to eat him. The other one is a bit mad. This one is just like a middle in between. It's really nice. He gets kind of the emotion of Kong.
Yeah. Hey, Richard, I think PJ is trying to get to us right now. He says interruption in the chat room.
Interruption, guys. Interruption.
Interruption.
I have a really cool statue here for you guys. Look at this.
You interrupted us for that. I love it. Oh, interruption. I taught you well.
It's a human centipede statue.
Oh my god. Is it? What scale is it, PJ?
I don't know. 1/6. I'm not too sure, but
we've just gone from Kong to that.
This is day one pre-order for me, guys. All right, carry on, guys. Sorry, I had to do that interruption for that. Front? Let's go. Oh, you want to see the front?
No, what side's the front?
Yeah, which side is the front?
I don't know. I think this is the side.
That's the front right there.
I don't want to see the back end. Jeez, I'm sorry if you're watching.
I like the exclusive head you get where he's looking back and shot.
Well, I want to say this guy right here in the middle here is
cocking his leg for
seems
a piss.
to be
He in bad shape.
Yeah.
He's in bad shape, guys.
Can we get back?
All right, guys, carry on. Sorry.
Find me something good.
I'll be back.
Go for it.
That's too bad. I mean, the guy in the front's the only one that gets to change the scenery, so that's weird. So,
Oh my god, this is what I have to deal with, people. I apologise. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's no wonder I'm going grey on the sides. I'm telling you, there's no wonder, honestly. Right, so let's go back one. Let's come back. That looks like real hair under his chin. I'm sorry, it does. It looks like real hair under his chin. I don't know why they just had a bit of real hair. I'd see it in person. It'd probably be. I mean, look at the scale of that thing. Wow. That's you ain't fitting that in most rooms. Never mind. I love the fact that the tail of the skull crawler is wrapped around his leg as well. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right.
So I think we've got a new real estate hog over XM's Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Right. We're moving on to something that might please Jason. I've got a few points. We've got let the games begin. Wait, sorry. Let the games begin. There we go. That's it. That's my best impression of shit, Tom Hardy.
Oh, that's a quality and deception.
Right. So we've got Bane, and this is a 1/3 scale. I'm sure it's a 1/3 scale. I'm pretty 99% sure. There's things about this I like, and things about it that are not typical Prime 1, but Prime 1 do, and then we comment, and then they change. Mainly the head sculpt, and I'll get into that when we get to it. So this is from the side. We know what point this is actually in the film, and this is the bit where they're facing off towards the end of the film, Batman and Bane. I would have liked the coat. They should have done the coat. I'm sorry, but the coat would have been that made Bane for that film. The coat, and I think that they should have done that. I would have preferred a coat over the top, and it would have made it a lot better piece. But this is what they chose. So. Jason. Sorry, Jason's the DC guy. What do you think to this? You like this film? I don't know if it's your favourite film, DC, but
Mate, not a fan of the actual source material. So it's hard to draw bonuses to the actual statue itself. Look, it's a good representation of him. It looks like him and stuff like that. But look, man, pretty piss poor Bane.
Well, to be fair, listen. I love Tom Hardy. I think he's one of the best actors we have around at the minute. I can't wait to see him in Venom. I've watched him since Bronson. He's an amazing actor. What he did with Bane was a good portrayal, but coming off of Warrior, starting to sound like the movie show now. Coming off of Warrior, I think he was so good in that film that when he came to this, I know the source material wasn't as good, but I don't know, it fell flat for me a bit, but I'm not judging it on that. I'm going to judge it on the actual sculpt. Now, the texturing on the suit, on his clothing, the detail in the paint, the shadowing, the actual texturing is immense. Bravo to Prime 1, because they've done it again with the texturing and with the actual detail.
Well, are those pants sculpted, or are they actual mixed media?
It's sculpted.
It's hard to tell.
It is sculpted.
Okay, well, that's sculpted. They've done a fantastic job because that looks like mixed media.
Yeah, it's sculpted. It is sculpted. That's what I'm saying. The actual get-up that he's in is sculpted, and it's amazing. Ian, what do you think to this? I know that, I mean, you're our Bane, so what do you think?
I have been waiting for this statue for such a long time. I'm so excited about it. This is the one I'm getting before anything else. This is my next purchase right here. I love this thing. Look at that. That is insane. You know, you guys may not like Bane in the movie. You might not like the movie. I love it. I have to disagree with you guys respectfully, and I respect your guys' opinion, but this Bane is going to look sick in the house. It is going to look awesome. And then, is that true that you can take the other body and put it on?
Yes, it is. That's why it comes with a plinth as well, so that you can.
So okay. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is it looks like his head is turned the opposite way of Batman's head. So you can't like have them face off. It looks like they're looking in.
The only thing I'm concerned about is he looks like Kevin Spacey from Superman Returns.
Yeah, but you know what? They still have time. They might fix that. You look at all the things that they've done with Wonder Woman.
I'm not gonna lie. Tom Hardy's head is not that wide. I'm sorry, he has a narrow head. He literally looks like Kevin Spacey.
All I can see is Kevin Spacey now.
Yeah, but guys, look. Prime 1's gonna fix that. This is the first time they've ever shown it. Every time they do this, something happens and they go back and they fix it.
Yeah, I know they'll fix it.
You're right with that, Ian. I mean, they're probably the biggest company of them all that listen to the fan feedback, particularly at these reveal events and stuff like that, and actually make the changes.
Yeah, I know they will go and change it. They will listen to feedback. I hope, anyway. But yeah, Tom Hardy's face is not that round and not that wide of a head. So I just don't see Tom Hardy. I just don't see him in that face sculpt. And that's my only critique of this piece. Apart from the coat, obviously, I'd like a coat. Just because that coat was so the character. You know what I mean? That coat was like, you saw it on screen for the first time, you felt that was part of his character. I love it.
But imagine them facing off these two statues on one side of the room, looking at each other like they're challenging each other. This has the potential to be one of the best two statue setups ever.
It does look like it's got a bit of mixed media. Those straps don't look sculpted over the shoulders and stuff. So I'm guessing there is some mixed media. What I love, my favourite bit of this, and this is a testament to Prime 1's paint work, is the veinage on his arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Agreed. Yeah, it's actually really impressive.
That is incredible. I mean, Thor, what do you think to this piece?
I quite like this piece. It kind of looks like him, but I agree. Now that I look at the face, it's Tom. It's. I do see Kevin Spacey, but no, yeah.
What's with the accent? It took me about 4 seconds to realise. What's he doing?
No, that's good, man. Keep it up.
Hey, Thor, do you have any Grey Poupon?
I thought he just busted open those Coors Lights he's got in the back.
I thought he was having a stroke. I was already putting a post out for a new presenter for See If Happens. I'm sorry. I was like, okay.
No, I like it. I'm not too into movie pieces besides, the Blade, but I mean, as far as comic book characters go, but I like it. The head does look a little off a little bit.
It needs work.
I do like the pose, and I agree with you. He does need the coat.
And he's got worms in his head as well. It looks like. What the hell is that?
Well, he had those in the movie. He had like those whelps or whatever it was. He had that.
Yeah. He's probably had a. He's from London. Yeah. He probably got smashed in the head in a bar one night on a Saturday. It happens. This is a wide shot. You see the extra body that you get. We'll see in a minute. So this is the extra body that you get, which is basically arms down and sleeves on. So this is before he decided to go to the beach. This is the pre-beach look, where he kept his sleeves on. I don't know why he didn't give us. Just give me a coat. I'm not going to let this go. Give me a goddamn coat.
I think this is from the fight at the end when they were on Grand Avenue.
Yeah, both poses. Yeah,
and Batman was squaring off.
The arms bit is from the trailer. Where he goes, "Let the games begin," and he puts his arms out. That's the.
Let the games begin.
Let the games begin on Wheel of Fortune.
No, my favorite one. That's a lovely, lovely voice.
That's how I talk. That's how I talk normally. This is actually a voice. Normally, I'm like, "Can I have a bag of milk, please?" Anyway, right. So they said quite a nice actual plinth for the actual the extra sculpt. I think that's really nice. I mean, there's probably more detail in that one plinth than some companies put into the entire statue. So that just tells you how much Prime 1 go into it. So another angle of the extra body.
That's freaking amazing. I love this thing.
Right, the second best thing that I saw there, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I need this, is the T-800 from Terminator. This is a piece. If you are seriously, this is something that will scare anyone that comes around to your house. I mean, look at that. Chris, what do you think to this magnificent sculpt?
Well, I'm a Terminator fan ever since we saw Arnold back in the how long ago was that again? Like 20-something years. But I find him very scary, and you got this stainless steel skeleton coming at you with the glowy red eyes.
Look at
the statue. Look at that statue. I mean, that's so menacing.
That's ridiculous.
And the teeth. I mean, look at the detail. I mean, we're watching the movie. You see the teeth and the glowing eyes, and it just gives you that sinister skeleton look. I mean, I absolutely would have to hide this in the house, so my son wouldn't. He'd have nightmares every night. So.
Do you know what the great thing about this sort of sculpt is? You can take that extra head, and that could be a piece all on its own. That could be a bust all on its own. It wouldn't look weird. Like, if you took the Bane, you put it just down without the plinth, it would look weird. Like, you just chopped him off. It'd be like Snoke in Last Jedi, spoiler alert. But this is like, if you just put that on your shelf, it'd be like you just bought a head bust or something. It'd be really, really nice to display. I mean, Jason, what do you think to this one?
I think it's absolutely amazing, and I think the only people that aren't going to like this are those that have the CM endo and the sideshow endos, because they're the ones that try and squeeze 4.5K, 5K out of people for them, and they're about to just see the value of these things plummet.
Well, this is a 1/3 scale, and it's massive, so I am expecting this to be not cheap. It's at least eight magic beans. Honestly, this is...
But then that's what I'm saying. Look, you've got the same ones, like I think the CM's same sort of scale, same size, same scale. And in that, people are asking like 5, 6K, so...
Oh, no, they're about to lose some serious
It's a rude shock when this one comes out, because if this one's going to be selling for, as you said, 800, 900 US...
No,
man.
This is at least going to be 1.2 or 1.4 maybe. This is not.
What I'm saying, even if it's that, there's a big difference between that and 3.5.
I mean, look at that. Look at that. Seriously, I would love to know if that is all metal. I would love to know.
With Prime 1, they're not going to cheap out on materials. I'm telling you, that'll be metal.
So it's going to cost you 1.2 and then 1.2 again for shipping.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Put it this way, shipping. Put it this way, from Japan to Australia, you're probably looking about 350, 400 shipping, and then the taxes on top. So.
Well, what kind of metal is it? Is it going to be a heavier metal, or is it going to be
aluminium,
like polished aluminum or something?
It'll be some alloy. It'll be lightweight and durable.
You guys can have this one. I'm passing on this.
We weren't going to give you one anyway, so it's all right.
Whatever.
There you go.
So there you go, Prime 1. Don't send one to Ian. You can send one to
right.
Richard.
Now to the second piece. Oh, here we go. It's back.
Interruption.
Wait,
we got a PJ interruption.
Uh-oh. Not another centipede, right?
He's back.
So basically, I know that was a joke what I did before, but right now, this is pretty awesome. We are in the Rock Icons booth, right? And they do statues of musicians.
No.
Billy Idol.
These are freaking awesome, guys. They're 1/9 scale. They're resin, and they're limited edition, so you can only get limited amount of pieces.
Megadeth. Love it.
Guns N' Roses.
Oh, we've got Guns N' Roses.
Oh yes. This is actually
down to the Paradox City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty.
This is amazing, guys. Look at that.
Oh, cool.
Paradox City. We're in Paradox City right now.
They're all hand painted.
Look at Slash. That is awesome.
And hand sculpted.
Is it wrong?
So,
I think Axel looks like a knob even in resin form.
But we got Motorhead, Kiss, I mean, this is like something I've never seen before.
Has Gene Simmons got his tongue out? He's always got his frigging tongue out.
Where is Metallica?
That is
where's
awesome.
Metallica? Yeah, where's frigging Metallica? Come on.
You got any Metallica? What's up with that?
Who the hell is that? Is that
I
Papa
don't see
Shango
any
from
Metallica.
WWE? Is that
Ain't no
Papa
Metallica.
Insane.
What the fuck is that?
So this is the first time they've ever done anything like this, correct? Because I've never seen anything remotely like this. Oh, there you go. There's Ozzy.
Yeah, they have been around for 15 years, from what I've told, but basically they've just been pushing a lot of the line out in the past year. So,
That was cool.
I mean, this is something that we've never seen before. This is like, and for it to be resin in this scale,
ZZ
that's
Top,
like unheard of.
Love it.
Holy
So-
moly, man!
And guess what, guys? They're gonna do a Kurt Cobain.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's my people.
So,
Love it.
so
Lemmy.
looks awesome,
Respect.
guys. Looks awesome.
What about a Run
I love it.
DMC? That'd be
Paradox.
cool.
Who's on the bottom?
We got King Diamond
Megadeth.
and Megadeth.
Megadeth. Okay, cool. I thought it was Papa Shango
Yeah.
from WWE. It's my fault.
Oh my gosh.
Tell them people to make some Metallica, man.
Yeah.
So-
And Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to them right now. So,
Ask him if
All right,
they've
guys.
made any forecast.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, our live correspondent from New York.
Hey, thank you, PJ.
Coming at you live from New York. It's Sunday night.
Shit happens, represent, baby.
Anyway, back to the Wonderfest. We love breaking his balls. I think he's got 3 months left on probation. Then we have to do it to somebody else. So. Do you know what? It's going to be the end of Collectiverse. We've got literally, what is it, the 18th? We have 1 month, guys, until we are all in one room, apart from 4 because he can't make it. Bless him. Wish he was there. And Jason and Johnny. But yeah, there's going to be me, Ian, Chris. There's going to be Paradox, Jason, Adrian. We're all going to be in one room together, enjoying some beers, getting ready for WonderCon, and it's going to be. I can't wait. Honestly, I don't like flying. I'm flying for you guys all the way out to LA, so it's going to be a really good. I can't wait. Honestly, I'm getting excited now. It's getting to the month. So, and do you know what? I'm even more excited about the announcement that we're going to make at the end to do with me. It's incredible, and I can't wait. This is not the website; it's something else. So if you can, please stick around to the end and listen to see the new websites and listen to what we're going to tell you about everything. Right. So this Zod. Now this is another piece that I was like, Jesus Christ, I need this in my life. I mean, this thing. I'm going to go through a couple of pics before I come to someone because there's so many pics of this thing. Wow. As a sculpt, how the hell do you sculpt that? I need to get in a room with John Pham, or Zerek needs to get in a room with John Pham. He keeps messaging me. He loves John Pham. So we need to just get down. How the hell do you do this? Ian, tell me about Zod. Not General Zod, obviously this Zod. What do you think to this piece?
The piece is freaking amazing. I mean, look at that thing. They got bodies everywhere.
Light
the
up eyes.
Up, it looks like, right?
Yeah, light up eyes.
And what a great idea to have the column, being struck down and falling off. This is crazy. I don't really know Zod or this character at all, but this is crazy. This is crazy good. I wouldn't put it in my house though. It's just too big.
This is pushing the limits of concept for what we're at right now. I think
this belongs in a museum. This does not belong in a house.
Yeah, Thor, what do you think?
I think it's cool. Like when they mentioned Zod, like you said, I was looking for General Zod, but the face and like the mouth is like with all the slobber and the yellowing of the teeth getting toward the gums and everything. I gotta agree with Ian. I wouldn't want to have this in my residence because if I came downstairs and somehow the eyes one was scared the living crap out of me, but I mean it's an impressive piece. Ain't no question. Look at all the dead bodies and cut in half and bit up and. This is a beautiful piece. But
look at the. I mean, this is the example of the con of Prime One's detail. Look at the blood dripping out of the slash on the left on the soldier, just dripping down. It looks like that wound is an actual wound. There's so much detail they go into. Seriously, I'm surprised there's not like what he had for lunch on the floor somewhere, like the day before or something. I'm telling you because they go into that much. Has he got stirrups on? Look to the right. Is there a soldier with actual stirrups on his shoes? It looks like
it looks like both of the guys do.
What the hell is it? The Wild West of Zod? What the hell is that? I didn't see that shit before. So yeah, well, to be fair, yeah, they've got stirrups on. I mean, this piece is it's going to be enormous. This is the depth on this alone is going to be insane. But they've got quite a lot of pieces from this line that they're showing off today, and I think this is probably the best of the pieces. Prime One don't do things by halves, do they? They don't. Prime One are the company that literally push the boat out whenever they can. They don't care about budget. They don't care about pricing. They don't care about how many people are gonna. Well, I suppose they do care about how many people are gonna buy it, but they just don't. It doesn't seem to factor in when they make stuff. They're like, oh, we'll make it, and maybe people will buy it. Okay. So I think this is an amazing piece. Now moving on to something that I was unsure about at Tokyo Comic Con. At Tokyo Comic Con, I was like, it could have been better. But now that I see it, I think that this is an amazing piece. And that Catwoman for me has got better. I don't know if they've changed anything since the last con, but Jason, what do you think? I know you don't like the source material, but you like the characters and you've seen the characters.
Oh no, the only one in that. Yeah, let's clear one thing up. The only one I didn't like in that movie was Bane. But yeah, look, the Catwoman and Christian Bale Batman, they look amazing.
I think the Bale Batman is the best Bale Batman. It looks amazing. Like.
Yeah, it does. It's an absolutely stunning piece. I mean, like if you're a massive fan of the Dark Knight trilogy, I mean, you'd be hard pressed passing any of these three up. But look, predominantly, like that Batman is absolutely amazing. I mean, from the way that the armor is done and everything, like you can see, it's that segmented plate armor and everything. The barbs on the arm guards look like they're ready to shoot out, like where you see where he pushes the button and they fly out. So yeah, like I'm really sold on it. I really like it.
Yeah, I think the Catwoman's really surprised me as well. I think that it's really a really nice concept. Okay, so we're moving on to something that I am happy about and sad about. I'm really unsure about this sort of concept. I like it. I think this new head sculpt is better, 100 times better than what they had. But does he have to look so glum? Does he have to look so glum?
He probably prefer him with a bit of a scowl, eh?
Yeah, I know. I mean, what do you think to this?
I mean, you don't want him smiling or anything like that, but maybe a bit of a grimace or a bit of a.
He looks like he's just shit himself, and he didn't know it was.
No, I mean, I agree. It should be some kind of scowl. Batman never looks happy. But
there he looks like it's Superman's funeral.
Yeah, I mean the sculpt is way better than the first one. You know what I mean? But does this come with a masked head as well, or no?
Yeah, do you know what? It's 100 times better than what they had. So props to Prime One for that. But he just looks like Ben Affleck from Gone Girl, like he's just found out his wife's missing, and you know what I mean? He doesn't look like Ben Affleck from. I just don't. It just looks puzzled. Like to me, it just looks like, why have you resculpted me? I just look puzzled.
Can you name me one movie where Ben Affleck is smiling?
He looks like when Wonder Woman was giving him that arm massage in Justice League. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I do you know what? Props, because it does look better. It does look better. I can see what they've done, and the stubble.
It looks 1,000 times better, man. Look at that thing.
Yeah,
the detail is amazing.
The stubble on it is incredible. Like the stubble detail and stuff. Yeah, it is a lot better. I just don't. It's just the expression. It just looks like so puzzled about life. Like he just realised that he's wasted his entire life, and he's just like, well, what the fuck am I going to do now? So.
Am I coming back for another movie? I don't know.
Right, now we get to the hush line again, and just pick one picture of the Batman. Still not keen on the pose. If you're into the hush line, you'll probably know why he's the pose like that. I mean, Jason, can you fill us in why he's posed like that?
Yeah, there was the actual cover where you see him and Superman sort of in a similar pose like that. And that was, I believe, don't correct me, someone will probably correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe it was where Superman actually came in to the Hush storyline, and that was one of the covers. But yeah, look, I'm still not a big fan of the pose. I mean, like with the rest of them, I would have preferred like a more of a pose like how they've got the Superman one with him, just because I think it would really. I'm like they've done excellent work with the muscle tone and that to do very much Jim Lee's Batman. You know what I mean, from the Hush line. But I think it would have even looked better if he was like, you know, standing like in a museum pose or even in a half action pose, but at least more standing up tall.
All right, moving on. So we have the Superman, which has been improved. It looks like I don't know if they've reduced the body a bit. They said they were gonna, but it's negligible if they have. It looks like they have a bit, but the head has been.
I think they made the head bigger.
Yes, you can see here, thanks to somebody who put this up, there's a before and after of the body and the head. The head's very different. They've got a different neckline. They've got a different, looks like a different head sculpt. I mean, the center of the head's quite similar, but the rest of it, the new hair. Jason, I'm coming to you again because you're a DC guy. Is it a big improvement?
Oh, massive improvement, massive. I mean, the one thing that everyone was saying about the before shot was the head was too small for the body. You know, so, I mean, it wasn't so much, like my son saw this and he went, what the hell, I've never seen Superman that big. And I said, look, Jim Lee does draw him that way. You know, so they have done that body sculpt perfect to how Jim Lee draws him.
Yeah.
The slightly more turned head sculpt and that it's larger, you know, that his hair's bit more wavy and free in the wind because, you know, he's above a big building and stuff like that and sort of hovering in the air. I think it's absolutely fantastic. If I was into 1/3 scale, I'd be grabbing this one in a heartbeat.
Chris, what do you think of this big change that they've done? Do you think it's an improvement enough to put a pre-order in?
I agree. I'm looking at the detail of the actual the costume he's wearing, you know, and you can see how, you know, clothes, they don't always seem to form your body very well. You can see the stretches in the fabric in between the muscles and stuff like that. So you see a lot more of the realistic definition. I like the fact that, you know, his hair isn't perfect, you know, because it seemed a lot of the stuff that we've seen in the past, you have to have perfect this and perfect that, where here he's got more of an angry scowl. He's got the wavy hair. I think he is really massive compared to what I've seen in movies and things of that nature. But would I put a pre-order in? Absolutely.
Cool. All right, let's move on because we've got to get through them all. There's another shot of the three together. They do look nice together, but it's an expensive together. If you're going to buy all three. There's another wide shot. I still think Poison Ivy steals it though now. I think Poison Ivy's just like, yeah, I'm king.
I agree.
King bitch in this thing.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, you get the set, or any one of them by themselves will look good too.
Yeah. Here's a look at the Grant Gustin Flash head sculpt. Looks like he's modelled his hair on mine. I'll have to see him about that. My little quiff that I've got going on. So. Yeah, it's nice. I think I like the pose with the head on, with his mask on and stuff. So I'm not really keen on the unmasked on this one.
Yeah, the eyebrows look off.
Yeah, now we get into the Transformers, which the movies ruin the line for me. Like they've been so. I mean, I know. Listen, I know they're rebooting it. There is talks they're going to reboot this Transformers franchise without Michael Bay. Which, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. We do have a Bumblebee movie coming without Michael Bay as a director, so I reckon it all rests on whether that does well or not. But maybe people are a bit fatigued with Transformers because they've got shitter and shitter every film. So, I mean, the first Transformers, I think, is a really good movie, and I'll stand by that, and I still think it's a really good film. But this is an amazing statue, but it's tainted for me. I don't think I'd buy it purely because of the films, the source material it's coming from. Because this is one of the later characters. This is a samurai character that comes in. I think he comes in what's the one after not the last night, the one before. I can't remember which one it was. There's been that many. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, they all sort of blend into each other.
Yeah. I mean, Bumblebee is always a classic character. I think he's a really good sculpt. But yeah, I wouldn't buy these. I appreciate the fact they're complex and the fact that they're a really amazing piece of sculpting, but no, the source material ruined it for me. But yeah, they're nice to look at. If you've got money to burn and you've got no sense, pick it up. So yeah, anyway. Right, next we've got Noir. I think it's Nioh. Is it Nioh? Nioh. It's a game. And this is their sculpt, and I really like this. And is it wrong? It took me about 10 minutes to realise there's a frigging pixie flying behind him. I was too busy looking at the Sean Bean in Lord of the Rings head sculpt, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. So this is
very much like The Witcher.
Yeah,
I thought that's what it was with The Witcher.
No, it's Nioa or Nioa. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, but I don't care. It's Nioa, Nioh. That's how you spell it. So yeah, it's nice. I mean, the base is decent, but I'd have to love the source material. Now, if you exchange this for what's it called, Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, then I love the source material. I love Aloy. I completed that game. I would buy it. Somebody's going to make one of them, and I'm going to snap one up as soon as they do, so get making it Prime 1, because I want it to be you. This is the Berserk line. Can guys correct me? This is the Berserk line. I'm guessing it's the same lines as the Zod. So, this is the one with the sword that looks like Final Fantasy. Like a big Final Fantasy sword. And there's two sculpts here. We've got the one where he's stood, and then the one where the other statue is digging the sword and he's sat down.
Yeah, Gabriel in the chat saying you're doing a disservice without reading Berserk. I've never read it, so I think I need to go pick it up. Have you guys read it?
No, sir.
No, I have not.
Yeah, no idea.
Not a big fan of Japanese anime, to be honest.
No, to be fair, I don't get a minute to read anything. I don't watch films anymore or TV. I literally live and breathe Collectiverse. I am 100% working 9 to 5, so I don't read anything. I'm not allowed to read anything. I have asked for source material, but I've got to get a request in with Ian, and if he allows me to have anything to read, then I will let you know.
The only thing you need is code, man.
All the time to pay for the CV.
Yeah, I am contractually obliged not to do anything but CV work, so help me. So this is another view of the Berserk statue. I like the little gargoyle things down at the bottom, whatever they are. The little. I'm sorry. You know what? Somebody who loves Berserk right now is screaming at me, going, "You call them gargoyles? What do you mean?" And I'm like, I apologize. I really apologize. But yeah, that's what they look like to me. Now this looks interesting. The faces creep me out. I'm sorry, they do. I don't know the line that well. And sue me for it, but this looks interesting. It looks like a weird Batman. It's a weird line. I mean, he's got love hearts on his nipples, and there's a smiley face guy behind him.
With that face sculpt, Richard, is that meant to be a guy or a chick?
I don't know.
It's a guy.
Does anyone? I
remember seeing on another chat. They said this is a guy. You know, he kind of looks like, I don't know. You got to be old school. Remember this? Remember the Battle of the Planets guys? Also known as Gotcha Man. That's what he looks like. Those bird folks.
Now,
I don't know, y'all.
Here's a statue from the same line that my brother, respect by the way, Rick Shaw, lost his beard today. So we're sending our love to you, mate. I hope that you find it soon, and our prayers are with you for losing your beard. So yeah, Rick lost his beard today. That was seriously the biggest news I have ever heard all year. I was like, Rick lost his beard? What? Rick lost his beard? I was like, geez, he lost his mind. So yeah, wow. This was one when Rick. When I saw it, I first thought of Rick. I don't know who that is.
I know it's
that is like.
It looks like the guy from Hellraiser.
That is the creepiest.
It kind of does, yeah.
Looks like the guy from Hellraiser.
It's from the same line as Berserk, so I'm like, what the hell is that? But yeah, she looks nice from the front. She looks better from the back. I mean, the sculpt.
Bro, we love you, bro.
I mean, what do you say if you're a sculptor at Prime 1? Do you go, "What are you doing today, darling?" "Oh, I'm just sculpting an ass." I mean, like, what are you doing today? "Nothing, not much, love. No, I'm just a boring day. You know, another boring day sculpting a."
Still working on that ass.
Gotta go work on that ass. Yeah. Gotta sculpt that ass.
Now we're gonna work on those glutes.
Yeah. We got the Guyver pieces, which I know Alex Thomas will be happy about. His bank manager might not be, but he will be. These are. Do you know what? I only know Guyver from the actual film with Mark Hamill. I don't know it from the comic book material or the source material or whatever it was. I mean, what do you guys think to these pieces? Quickly, we'll get through them.
No, I saw that movie. I think when it first hit HBO. We were talking again 2 decades ago or so. And yeah, Mark Hamill was actually in that movie, and they had a bad guy. What they call it, the corporation, turning people into monsters, and the Guyver guy shows up, and
yeah,
it's
Mark
actually a
Hamill,
pretty good movie. It's a good movie. I haven't seen the comic books though.
If I had money to burn, I'd probably buy these, but I don't know the source material that well. I'm supposed for people who do, it's an amazing statue, but I don't know.
I think it is.
Yeah, it looks cool. This is one image of the Gamera, whatever it is, from Prime 1, which is the tortoise thing with the flames that came up for pre-order. I think it's from Noir as well, Neo as well. I don't know. And then we have the guy who looks like he's got a pigeon on his head. That's what I used to call him when we put him up for pre-order.
Damn, that's a dude.
Ford, do you know who this is?
I do not.
We're so shit.
Thought was thinking it was Final Fantasy.
If you came for the facts, people, you came wrong. So we know most of the lines, but yeah, it looks like something that Final Fantasy would dream up. I mean, I'd love to know how much that seagull costs. I just want an itemized bill. So you paid $100 for the seagull. I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
This is from Tekken. I know this because it went up the other week. Interesting base, interesting pose. There's probably a big rod through a leg because it'd have to be to keep that from falling over. I stopped playing Tekken at Tekken 3, I think. Tekken 2 was my game. I had the original Tekken on PS1, and then Tekken 2 was the one that I really loved Tekken. And you had the Nina scene at the end where she got in a shower and stuff like that. And when you're a kid, you're like, porn? This is amazing. But that was the closest thing I got to it at that point. We didn't have the internet back then. You kids are spoiled. So, yeah, this is Tekken. This is a line that took me by surprise, and I actually love. These statues, I think, are really nice, and this is Gravity Rush. It says Gravity Days, but it's actually Gravity Rush 2. I mean, guys, I'll start with Ford. You saw these. I know you're not into the source material, but as a sculpt and as a statue, what do you think?
Yeah, they look good. I'm looking at the, I mean, beside the obvious, I'm checking out the base and like the stone and, was that a golden apple? What the hell is that?
Yeah, it looks like a golden apple, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I mean, they're nice concept. You know what I mean? Like I said, nothing I'm into, but yeah, this, as a sculpt, yeah, it looks great. Paint job is good, too.
I mean, Ian, what do you think to these two?
I like what they're doing with the fallen buildings. I think it looks cool. It goes back to the column, with Zod. It's nice.
Is that a purple cat?
Yes, it is.
Jesus.
Mate, sexy chicks with fruit is always a winner.
Insight into Jason's dating life right there.
What came first, the fruit or the chick?
Why has she got a giant spliff coming out of her arm with letters on the side? That's what it looks like. It's like a half-lit cigarette or something coming out of the right-hand side.
Is that part of the building?
Yeah, I think that's part of like the column of the building falling down, and
yeah,
I'm trying to figure out what that circle thing next to her right hand is. I mean, it's like
I think this is my favorite of the two, just because of the complexity.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, I like the detail. I'm not familiar with that. What do you want to call that?
Concept material, the source
concept
material.
Or genre, or what have you. But I mean, the detail is amazing.
Yeah, I think that if I had money, like I said, if I knew the source material, I'd buy it. So if you know the source material, you're gonna buy it. I think they're really nice. I think they really did a good job on these. I'd love to know how they all fit together. I'm guessing that it takes you 15 years to put these together because there's that many pieces. You probably just like.
How many artists does Prime 1 have? Because there's a lot of statues that seem like to have a lot of detail. They must have a lot of people working for them.
This is definitely digital sculpted. This is no way you could hand sculpt this. And I'd love to know how you even. I mean, I'm guessing that from being a designer that they take bit by bit. So they take the original concept out and then they sculpt the building bit and then they sculpt her and then they merge them all together and try and figure out then how they're going to connect, or if Prime 1 figure out how they're going to connect. But yeah, it's a really amazing piece. I was really quite pleased with these. So, right, that's the purple. She's got a purple cat and she's got a purple seagull. So I've not played the game, whatever it is, or seen the source material. So,
cool.
Figurama. This is a piece that we saw a while back, and I think this is an amazing piece. It's 4. This is 4, isn't it? But it's more the Norse god.
Yeah, I saw that. I said that looks like Thor, dude.
Yeah, it is, but it's more the sort of the original Norse god than it is the
Marvel. Yeah,
the Marvel version. I think we saw this about a year ago, didn't we? I can't remember what convention it was. We saw this. It might have been Wonderfest last year. The other one. They have two, don't they? They have one in summer and one in winter. It might have been.
Didn't they call this Ragnarok? Oh no.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It's like zombie versus like superhero type mix. I mean, I like it.
I think it is Ragnarok. Yeah, it might be. And that's it. That's all the pieces that we have for today. All the pictures. That was pretty much everything that was shown. So I mean, guys, for you, Jason, give me a standout now. What was the standout of the? Is Paradox on?
Yeah, we got live interaction.
Paradox got some interviews going on.
Paradox is not on, but he's talking. Guys, so what? Jason, what was the standout piece for you?
Standout piece for me, surprise, was the endo, actually. The endo, particularly as it was said, but you get the extra head and stuff like that. And yeah, man, like that's just a standalone piece by itself. So I think you're getting two for the price of one with that one.
Ian?
Bane, hands down. I know you guys don't like it, and I know the head needs to be fixed. It will be fixed. I've been waiting so long for that. I'm so glad to finally see it.
4?
King Kong, no question. That if I were to spend some money, that'd be it. And it as a 1A or 1B Poison Ivy, definitely.
Chris?
Man, not to sound like I'm copying Thor, even though I bring balance to the Force and everything, but I'd have to say Kong and Poison Ivy were by far the two that stood out.
Interruption.
Really?
Oh, not again.
This guy.
Hey guys, so I'm sorry. What do you guys like to see? We have like so much stuff here, man. This is like amazing. I'm like overwhelmed. Do you guys want to check out Kotobukiya again?
Yep. Show us a bit of Koto. With Paradox. Have you seen the? You're there. Have you seen the Wonderfest stuff? What was your standout piece?
The King Kong was amazing. I really liked that King Kong. That blew me away. But
cool.
Yeah.
Right.
I know Ian's really happy
Paradox.
with the Bane.
Take us back to the Spider-Man. I want to see the Spider-Man in a sec. So this is from the left-hand side is from the movie Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah, that's from the movie. This is from.
It looks more like a comic book version.
A comic.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
the base is.
Spider-Man.
Yes, it is actually, Jason. And this one is a resin. The base is resin, and apparently you can move the web up and down, so it'll create a different kind of pose.
What's on the second?
So, yeah, it's wired.
What's on the second shelf?
Mr.
Is this
Black
from
Panther himself.
Is this from the movie or from Civil War?
I believe it's from the movie.
That's the movie.
And,
That looks nice. That looks really nice, actually.
Is that resin or PVC?
I believe it's PVC, but I think the writings just on the base actually means something. I forgot what it meant.
Well, I'm not too happy with you all here because you've all seen Black Panther and I ain't seen it because I've been locked away working on shit that
I haven't seen it either, Richard. I've been busy working too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see it next week. So I hate you all, but yeah, move on. What's at the bottom, Paradox?
Oh, this is the Defenders.
Cool.
Oh wow.
And this one, it won my heart, guys.
That's nice. That storm.
Yeah.
Look at that storm.
Oh wow.
Is that the Danger Room Sessions one?
Yes, it is, Jason.
Yep.
Oh, you got the mohawk.
That is
that's
nice.
Awesome.
Do you know what? If you can't afford the XM, go for that. Because look, Paradox. Can you zoom in on the unmasked head? The other one, the not unmasked head, but the exclusive head. It's like a modern storm. Yeah, it's like a more modern storm. That's nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and you got the 90s.
Jubilee. Why does nobody give Jubilee no love? I'm sorry, but I like Jubilee as a kid.
Dude, she's a superhero that throws fireworks. How much love do you want to give her?
Listen, 4th of July, Jubilee is good. So shut up.
Yeah, she's great for one day a year.
Shut up. So are you.
What we got here?
We got
Now we are talking, my friend.
That's Captain Phasma that they underused due to her backstory in the actual book.
That's a 1/10 scale, correct?
You are?
Yes.
Yeah. That's looks like a
Yeah,
4
but
scale.
here's the thing, man. Is she dead? This is a question that I keep asking. Because, man, in the first one, they threw her in a trash compactor that you assumed she was dead. Then she's back for the second one. Like, she just fell in a hole in this movie.
Look at that. Look
Back?
at that Emperor.
Jason,
Yes,
based
sir.
on the source material
Yes,
in the
sir.
book, she's not dead.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sure.
God,
Yeah, if they want to sell the Luke Skywalker to me, just give them my information. That'd be great. Thanks.
Yeah, that Luke Skywalker is amazing. And
Here
we got the
got
horror
Hellraiser.
line. That's pretty cool. And I mean, there's more stuff here, guys. There's a lot. Let me go to another booth real quick.
Forget
You're
my
gonna,
little.
you're gonna see my.
Hey, what was that shit?
Wait, hold up.
Hardcore Paradox,
Oh.
like Hardcore Henry.
Right? It's amazing. I'm getting dizzy.
Sorry. So,
My head
that-
is
Hey, Paradox, do
spinning.
they have the Punisher, the resin statue there?
I don't believe so. I didn't. Oh, actually, no. It's right here. No, that's Chris Redfield. No, they don't have it actually.
Okay. That's coming out soon, and you know who sculpted that thing?
Your mother?
Yeah. So you guys are gonna see me. I'm gonna walk through. The. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here,
It's
guys.
like Truman Show, but Paradox.
So
Hey,
here.
ask Mario if he's what's he doing?
Stop stalking the women, PJ.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I'm gonna come here later and.
What the hell going on there?
Is that live?
Hey,
that guy is like Paradox. That guy was like Paradox.
And here.
What's going on, man?
It's
Yeah, when you
hard
guys
looking-
spend like $5,000, you gotta get a back massage.
Yeah, it's hard
I see.
having all these statues all day. They're going to go and get a massage.
You might be selling
I'm
perfume.
moving through here. I apologize.
Do you know what the sad thing
And
is?
we're going to
This is
see
all
something pretty
this is all
freaking cool, guys.
press. That's the
What,
sad
Bath
thing.
and Body Works?
Yeah.
So they have like the Transformers.
Who is this Paradox?
This is a Bluefin booth.
Oh, like mobile. Oh, no, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they sound familiar. I think I've seen them. Where have I seen them? That's actually really cool.
Those are cool, man.
Wow.
So what are they model kits, are they?
No, it's just
I-
concepts it, Jason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are the model kits. These are the model kits, the Optimus Prime and stuff. So these are first revealed here. So you got
There's a lot of
This
stuff
is
there that's
Karen.
still in production, so.
Starseed, and we have here, I think
Plastic Man!
Iron Studios.
The Plastic Man is cold.
No.
Penguin, man.
Love it. It's
So, this is Iron Studios.
Iron Studios is there, and you've not took us to it yet. Jesus, get us on Iron Studios. Let's have a look.
That's awesome.
We
Wow.
call him
Batman.
Jabba Paradox. We call him Jabba.
Bayek.
Oh, the Wookiee. Oh.
And we got some more here. Got the Black Panther.
Oh,
Iron
dude,
Studios.
swing round to that Black Panther.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's fighting the what's it called? Killmonger.
Wow.
Killmonger, yeah.
That
Yeah,
is-
I'm not
back.
gonna give you any spoilers, but the women soldiers were just phenomenal, man. They, oh my gosh,
I still
the
hate
fight
Yeah.
scenes are amazing, guys. You have to see it, seriously.
Look at this, guys.
Oh my god! Oh, Vulture!
Holy crap.
Vulture!
Wow.
We watched that yesterday morning. Check that out.
That is awesome.
Wow.
I still don't
Yep.
like Iron Man's armor in that film. Silver, it's not Iron Man for me. But I mean, yeah. it looks
Yeah.
Hey, what scale are those?
It's like 6.
What's up?
What scale are those? How big are they?
I think they're 1/10.
110. Fucking hell.
Yeah. And here's some prototypes of what's coming out. You got Lobo
Oh.
and Darkseid.
Oh, God.
Damn, Darkseid been on Slim Fast, ain't it?
Yeah, that's Rebirth Dark Side.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jason's wallet just got lifted.
Is that Mike
Yeah.
Tyson behind him?
Is that
Yeah,
Mike
no,
Tyson
it's
behind
not.
him? The best thing ever is that
No,
Mike
no,
Tyson
it is
behind
Dan.
him.
Oh, it is Tyson.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were kidding.
That's Mike Tyson.
Pre-tattoo, gotcha.
Pre-tattoo.
And I mean, that like a lot of cool
Glory days.
Oh,
Tekken
here you go,
stuff
Tekken.
here.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. This is Storm Collectibles, by the way. They're killing it, man. Seriously. And I think this is
King of Fighters.
exclusive. So, yeah, man, this is a lot of good stuff. I mean, there's more. And if you stay with me, we're gonna go through it real quick. So, I'm running around here. Everything's like kind of connected here, so here we go.
He's been. Do you know what? Fair play to Paradox. He's been there all day. He's been there all day waiting for this show. So do you know what? Fair play to you,
Paradox,
mate.
stop that chick right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Jabba is not going to create you a pink slip tonight. What am I looking at here?
Yeah.
Fucking Cabbage Patch Kids? What the hell is that?
I can't make it too obvious, guys. So
Make it so obvious it's not obvious.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna stop by that booth later, guys.
Oh, okay, good.
I hear some Dragon Ball Z stuff.
We
by
need
the
to
way.
investigate what's going on there.
Right. Yeah. Come back to us in like 15 minutes. Show us something else and use your best judgment. So we're gonna go through some other stuff.
Okay, cool.
Johnny's somewhere getting naked.
Yep, he is. Okay, cool, mate. I'll speak to you in a bit.
Awesome.
Thank you, New York correspondent Paradox.
Yep.
So we got Entertainment Earth. So I wonder what else is there. Like you're gonna have like big bag toy stores and all the other companies that sell all kinds of stuff, or what?
I want those display cases, man. Some of those display cases are freaking dope.
They made a dope. You know,
Well, maybe that's what we work on at WonderCon, is asking some of the companies about that stuff. So
I can show you how to make them when I'm there, Ian.
All right. Yeah, man.
all right, we're hiring Jason. There you go.
Anyway, guys. All right. So we'll talk about the announcements and new website. Let's get into the CV stuff, and then if Paradox comes back, we'll talk to him about. By the way, I'm wearing my Wonder Woman on the Horse Collectorverse shirt.
Woo! Yes, we did it.
I got it in. Thank you. I want to thank Carlin for the. So anyway, yeah, right. Now, I'm going to talk about a few things before we get into. Let me just get this up before we get into the new websites. Sorry, I've got to pull this up because I've got a list of shit I want to mention. First thing I want to mention is we've raised over $400 for the Collectors Give Back campaign. Thank you very, very much for that. I cannot wait to go to Toys R Us or to Smith's or wherever and get loads of toys and just drive them down to Great Ormond Street and drop them off for the kids. If you're watching this right now, listen, we collect £1,000 statues, $1,000 statues, whatever it is. Just go to the Just Giving link. I will post it in the description after this, or on our page. You'll find it. If you go to the Collector's page, you'll find it. Just give £2. Do you know what? £2. That's it. Honestly, I was hoping for a better turnout from collectors because, like I said, we do collect expensive stuff, and this is not a diss to collectors. I appreciate that your money's your money, but this is to provide toys for children and sick children in hospitals. And I was one of those kids. I'll lay it all out now. If you ever wonder why my eye's a bit different, when I was born, I had a tumour on my eye that had to be removed every year for the first 12 years, and it was a horrible experience. Every year I had to go down to London and go to Moorfields Eye Hospital and have an operation to get a bit more of it removed until I was 12. And I know how much these kids go through. So to get this would be an amazing thing. I want to give a shout out quickly to Charles Carosa and Choice Fine Art, because they are going to be giving us some amazing artwork to basically raffle off for this cause. And listen, we're putting our own money into this business. We could really do with that commission, but we really want to do something good with it as well. And there's people worse off than us, so we cannot wait to share all this money around the 4 hospitals and get Jason to take some toys down and stuff. And we're really, really hoping that we can make somebody's day. So if you've got £2 to spare, please just give it. I really appreciate it. And for the people who've already actually given something, thank you very much. We really think that it's amazing what you've done. So thank you. The second is, and this is a big thing for me personally, I am a software tester. I've been working as a software tester for 2 years. I'm a web designer of 18 years nearly. And as of March the 13th, I will be a full-time Collectorverse employee. I will not be working in a day job anymore. My day job will be Collectorverse. And it's amazing that we've got to the point where I can actually go, okay, do you know what? I'm going to quit and I'm going to do Collectiverse full time. So,
about time you contributed something, Richard.
What?
I said about time you contributed something.
I know. Do you know what? You guys have been carrying me for God knows how many months. I'm just finally glad to be able to give something back. Because you know what? I've been working a full-time job, and then I've been working till 2, 3 in the morning to do all the Collectiverse stuff. And we've got to a point now, financially and stuff like that I can actually say, okay, do you know what? Time to go full-time, and which means more shows. It means more updates to the website, more websites. It means a lot more features, a lot more stuff that we can do. So from March the 13th, I will be a full-time Collectiverse employee, which is the best news I have had in a long time. And do you know what, guys? What do you think this means? Me going full-time. I know you're probably jealous a bit, but what does this mean? Me going full-time? I mean, I know this is a big step for Collectiverse. So, how do you feel about all this?
I think it's great, but I feel better for you, man, because a lot of times, you know, we get concerned about you, you know, because we know how hard you work and you know, you push yourself. But I'm glad now you can be fresh and push forward and make the CV show even that much better and beyond. You know, so you know, we thank you, brother, and me personally, I'm happy for you.
Ian, my work wife, what do you think to all this?
Well, I'm a little jealous, but it's okay. You know what? I'm actually really happy for you. It's a well-deserved, man. I've been worried about you for a while. You know, it'll be. I know you're 8 hours ahead of me, so it's like 8 o'clock over here at night, and you're still wide awake. I'm hoping you're going to be a lot less grouchy now. But yeah,
don't count on it.
Level. A lot of big announcements coming. That's just one of them. I know you're going to be there to watch over CV, and let's get these ideas going, man. We got the time now.
Another announcement.
You got the time.
I mean, Chris, I'll come to you quick because you're a big part of the what everyone doesn't know, right? Okay, you don't see Chris on as many shows as other people, but as far as the back end running of Collectiverse and the business side of it, and dealing with the phone calls and the emails and talking to people, and actually, do you know what? This man is as important to Collectiverse as anybody, including myself. This man literally keeps the motor running, keeps so we can keep driving, and that is Chris. So Chris, how do you feel about all this, mate? Me going full time and
wow, I was just you know, I don't often get compliments, but yeah, it is a lot of work. But I think with you not having to do your other day job, I think we're gonna have really good stuff. Because I mean, I look at it as you're doing this with limited sleep. I can only imagine the quality. I mean, how it's just gonna, you know, explode. The fact that you're gonna actually get a decent 6 or 8 hours of sleep at night.
Yeah, I mean, put that in perspective. Last night I went to bed at 3, and the night before I went to bed at 2, and that's usually because I'm on a conference call at 1 AM with like PJ or with Ian, talking about WonderCon, talking about other things we've got going on, and I have to stay up to get them calls, so I'm usually up and I'm working and stuff. And like I said, we were launching 2 new websites tonight, and they've been taking my time up as well. So I have a family as well, and I have a partner, and it is funny because everyone in the Collectiverse is getting the same thing that I got months ago now, which is, you love Collectiverse more than me, and I'm like, well, yeah, Collectiverse don't nag me as much as you do. Oh, it didn't cost me as much either. But yeah, so they're getting that now, and it's funny because we launched on September the 1st, and I got that on the September the 2nd. So I am OG getting nagged at by the missus on Collectiverse. So, but mine's really supportive. She's really happy that I'm leaving this job and being able to do this. So do you know what, Jason? I'm gonna come to you last because do you know what, Jason has been a real a supporter of me. Like, he's usually up when I'm up. So Jason, what do you think to all this?
Dude, I'm really excited about it. It just means I've got to read full-on essays when I wake up in the morning because you've been chatting all night. What it means for us, basically, Richard's going to be cracking the whip and making us work harder. The water rations have been cut to half, guys. And because some bastard couldn't keep their mouth shut and talk about the food rations, that's all gone too. So a lot more hard work, but it's all going to be worth it.
I want to give a shout out to another Aussie who's not on tonight, and that's Adrian, and he basically is the company's accountant and stuff like that. He makes sure that I can go full time and that everything keeps running smoothly. And as much as we all hate accountants and taxman. He's a good one. He's a good one. We'll let him off with that one. So yeah, Adrian, shout out to you, mate, if you're watching. I appreciate it. He's working on a few things for us at the minute. So, okay.
Don't watch it later, Richard. He's still sound asleep.
He's still sound asleep, is he? Oh, well, do you know what? Tell him he's fired. One more thing I want to basically go through is Charles Carosa's in the chat. Love Charles, man love Charles.
Charles, what's up, brother?
The Choice Fine Art Weekend is coming up, where basically he's going to have an amazing events going on this weekend, amazing art to show people, amazing art for sale, artists to speak to. It's going to be held in San Francisco. If you're interested in going, speak to Charles Carosa. You can find him on the Choice Fan Art website. I'll put in the description of this video, and also he'll be on Facebook as well. Our own Ian and Chris will be at this weekend. They're very much looking forward to it. I think they're top and tailing. So, I mean, Ian, are you looking forward to this weekend? And
oh man, I'm so looking forward to it. I have to put my professional face on. I'm not going to be as goofy as I am on these TV shows. But in all reality, I'm looking forward to meeting all the artists. I'm looking forward to meeting all the members of Choice Fine Art Group. Charles, man, I cannot wait to have a beer with this guy, shake his hand, and say thanks for all his support. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. I just hope that, Charles doesn't pull anything funny, because I know he's got a deal going on with Richard.
Listen, if you wake up naked and bound, it's not my fault.
Well, that would be just like every day.
Yeah, exactly. You won't know the difference. Chris, I know you're looking forward to this weekend and getting away and having a bit of relaxing time and seeing some cool art and collectibles. So, what do you think to this?
Yeah, I still have to get Charles a call, but yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. And my biggest concern is, I'm probably going to see something I really, really want. So, I guess I'm going to have to kind of, brief the wife. She's not here right now, but I'll have to brief her on. I might be spending some money.
I'm sure he's already getting the Star Wars stuff ready for you.
Or debrief after it's over.
Okay, and
the permission versus forgiveness. Gotcha. All right. Well,
and the last announcement before we get to the new websites and features is a sad announcement. Kind of, we wanted to do a cosplay party at WonderCon. We really championed hard. We spoke to God knows how many venues. We kept speaking to them and arranging and negotiating. And there was a lot of security issues with underage drinking and stuff, because obviously people in costumes and stuff like that, and it was getting a bit. Oh, here we go. He has to interrupt me right now when I'm doing a
interruption.
Yeah.
Interruption, guys. I have something freaking awesome to show you guys.
Oh, yeah.
This is here. I'm gonna start with the feet, and I'm gonna move over to the legs, and I'm gonna move over to the body.
I win.
No.
Look at that head sculpt, guys.
It floats.
That is freaking amazing. So I'm at the QMX booth right now. So
Can you scroll down a little bit?
Down and to the left. Down and to the left. Hello.
yes. I know.
Guys, Princess Bride.
Father, prepare to die.
Yes.
You killed my father.
My
Prepare
boy,
to
man.
die.
Yeah, there is more in this line coming out. So definitely, this is something that is really, really awesome.
Is that real hair?
I did not know that was the guy on Homeland until like a month ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the dude on Homeland, dude.
Guys,
Okay.
this is, I'm blown away.
Dark Fleet officers. Is that Kirk and Spock?
Yeah.
And that's Khan right above him.
Yep.
Come on!
That's so awesome.
Hey, Pete, please tell me you're getting all these business cards, PJ.
Yeah, definitely. I am.
You got Next Gen right around the corner. Look at that.
Look.
I did watch Next Gen. I got it.
Data.
Data, the card, and we got some more.
Absolutely nothing else to watch.
Oh, well, you got the entire original crew
Oh,
and
wow.
Next Generation.
Wow.
They're on the chair. That looks cold. I like that when we sitting in the chair.
Look at Captain
Yeah,
Kirk, man.
that's tight.
Yeah.
The detail, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would never.
It's a TV show, Con.
I'd be
Yeah.
a cold, dead corpse before that stuff made its way in the Death Star. But you know,
Guys, this is.
Don't be a hater.
I keep
Don't be a hater, Thor. Live long and prosper.
No, oh, I can't see. I can't.
That's
Guys.
impressive. Wow.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. This had, yeah, I'm blown away at how amazing that looks. So, all right. So what I miss? What am I missing?
Well,
I wish I was,
Richard is jobless now. Let's see. And that's it.
Oh, okay. What topic are we on?
Well, he was getting ready to talk. He was getting ready to talk about
Unemployment collection.
I'm just basically talking about the Comic-Con event and stuff like that. So we've
Okay.
So we're about to go into the new websites.
Okay. I'll be back then.
All right, dude. Speak to you at the end.
Okay. Cool.
Bye.
that Paradox, man. That guy's a trooper.
It just happens to represent.
He's a pooper.
That's right.
He's a pooper.
We got a bounty hunter out there.
Got the whole crew on here, baby.
Anyway, I was talking about the cosplay event. Yeah, we've had to cancel that because we could literally no one would secure a venue because they were worried about underage drinking, and looking at IDs when someone's dressed up as a character is an interesting prospect. But we will be there. We're going to have a meet up, probably the Saturday night. We will have somewhere we can meet up and have a drink and have some food. So if you're going to be in LA, you're going to be at Comic-Con, we'll put the event information out for there. It'll be an informal thing. It won't be an actual Collectiverse event. Pretty good, but you know what? We've got a lot to focus on that week. If you knew what's coming up for that event, like literally, if you knew what is coming up for that event. I mean, Ian, don't give any spoilers away, but how big is this thing coming up for this event?
It's so big. I think there's only 2 of us or 3 of us that know about it, and we're it's never been done before, ever.
And I have to take off work just so I can help Ian with this whole process because
Let's not say anything else.
I'm just saying it's going to be epic.
And
Epic.
also, props to Chris because he has booked us a 4-bedroom, like conjoining room in the Hilton in Anaheim. We're hoping they have decent internet. If they have decent internet, we will be doing a live CV show every night of the Comic Con from that.
It's going to be the Collectiverse pillow fight.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome.
Literally, yeah. Right, guys.
You remember going to be doing live shows with all of us together, so I can actually talk over the top of you.
Yeah. We tried to get that hotel where Jason is staying, and apparently they booked out really quick. So we're like a 12 to 13 minute walk from the convention center.
Well, Warren,
this is what I'm bringing for Jason right here.
What?
Well, hopefully they give us joining rooms like we talked about on the phone. So even if not, we'll be fine.
Right, guys. So, let's get into the. First, I want to talk about we've got some new features on Collectiverse that I want to get into quickly, and then we'll reveal the new website. So thanks if you stuck around. Really appreciate it. So let me get into this first. Just bear me a second. Okay, so where are you? Okay, so this is how the Collectiverse members page used to look. The actual page that shout out to my DC Stephen Horton. I haven't done this page yet, so this is why I pulled this one up. We had we put the sort of the description in the title, and then we had the sort of the button to the right that said visit and subscribe, which you clicked and it went through to YouTube and you could subscribe to the channel. The layouts are pretty simple. We had a lot to deal with when we first started the Collectiverse, so the layouts are pretty simple. It was sort of you get your categories and then they're put in a 3-column layout. Now we've had a bit of time to work on that. I have, and I decided that we needed to up our game a bit on the actual channel profiles. So I will show you. That's what the original channel looked like, and this is what the new one looks like. Which it now pulls in the actual YouTube header from the person's profile on YouTube, so you get all the information about subs and stuff. You get their header image, you get their logo, and that's all dynamically done, so when they change it, it will update on their profile. And now we have a subscribe button, which is basically it allows them to subscribe directly from our website rather than going away and having to then click subscribe, and you might lose someone in that transaction. Then you can now subscribe directly from their profile. And what we've done with the content is we've mixed it up a bit, so you have a more of a varied layout. So you've got latest uploads, which is a new section. So because what we do with our videos that get uploaded, they get uploaded to the site, and then we have to categorize and tag them. Now, in between that process of categorizing and tag them, it might be a day, a couple of hours, it might be 20 minutes, you don't know, but this allows all their videos to always be on their profile, even if they haven't been categorized or tagged yet. Then we have whatever it is for the main priority of the person, whereas for Chris, shout out to Chris Michael here, is the reviews, and then you have the advice. So you can see it's more of a varied layout, so you've gone from being a sort of a boring structured layout to a bit more of a variety, a bit more sort of giving each section its own emphasis, and it's a good change. And also what we've done as well, on every video now, which this wasn't before, on every video at the bottom you have the ability to subscribe. So every video now on the Collectorverse that is your channel will be a subscribe button at the bottom, so people have more chance, because we have a lot of people coming from search results and search terms on Google. So they come into one direct video, they have to then click onto your name to get into your profile to subscribe to you, whereas now they click into that video, they think, oh, I like this content, I'll click subscribe at the bottom, and it'll subscribe them to your YouTube. Another feature that we now have is we thought you might like these videos by the certain channel. How that works is we basically put in a certain tag that we would like to relate to this video that's been uploaded. So in this video it's Joker. So any videos that Chris has uploaded that's got the tag Joker will appear at the bottom in this thing. So we're helping people find more content by our members. So this is some amazing new features that we've added. That have we haven't added it to every profile yet. We're working through them, but this is something new that we're trying to improve. But what I'm going to show you next, they're probably going to make the Collectorverse improve even more, and that's something I'm going to have to work on soon. So what I'd like to go through next is, I don't know if you remember, but a couple of weeks ago, guys, I announced we were doing the big screen movie show and new channel, and we were going to branch out into new areas. I think it was a couple of weeks ago we did new stuff. So anyway, yeah. So now we're going to do a new show called Big Screen Movie Show, but we're also going to do a new website. And this is the Big Screen Movies site, and this basically adopts the philosophy and the business model that we had with Collectorverse, but brings it to movie channels. So now we have some amazing movie channels, 34 signed up, 1,500 videos on it already, and you can see we've got at the top, we've got news, which goes through the latest news from all these channels, and they're all categorized. This is basically allowing you to focus on movies and these channels and categorize them so that you can find what you want. We've got, if we go down to the latest, we've got what is basically Big Screen Movies is. Latest trailers released, which comes from Warner Brothers, Lionsgate, Paramount Pictures, all these big studios, every big studio basically is pulled in. Then we have latest movie reviews, which comes from channels like Blind Wave and John Campier, and we have Collider Videos. So there's some amazing channels on there, and there's tons of Black Panther reviews. Movie chats, big thing I watch. There's a lot of movie chats on there. Like I said, there's hundreds and hundreds of them. Tyrone Magnus, big reaction guy. There's loads of reactions on there. Loads of movie lists as well. So your top superheroes, your 5 ways to improve episode 9. We've got top 5 Chadwick Boseman, and these are all categorized. So you have movie trivia shows like Schmodown. So yeah, this is Big Screen Movies. This is the second site we're launching under the now CV Media Group banner. We started another company called CV Media Group, which handles Collectorverse and everything. So if I go into, basically I'll go into, say, let's go into reviews, and you can see a section. The top review always comes at the top, the latest one, and then you go into all the different reviews from the different companies. So then say, okay, I like this channel, so let's think of a channel, Collider Video. I'll go into Collider Video, and then I open up their channel. Once again, you've got their header, you can subscribe to their channel, you've got the latest post at the top, and then it goes into all their next posts that they've released. This is all in date order. So then you can go into them, one of their, it'll tell you how many there is at the bottom. So if I go into, say, I'm going to go into their Black Panther review. I'm not going to click it, don't worry if you're going to get spoiled. It'll also bring up things that you might like at the side, so promoting other channels. You can see we go down. It's very much, the theme is very much similar to the big screen movie show. We've kept it so it's kind of tied in with each other, and we've kind of kept the theme of promoting content creators, promoting people that do all this stuff, and bringing it to everybody, and allowing it to be filtered and focused and drown out all the noise that YouTube can bring in, so you can just find the movie stuff. So if you type in Deadpool, which I'll do in a minute, you'll see just how it goes. So we've got Collider at the bottom, so basically you can then go into a tag if you want. So if somebody's tagged something as Black Panther, it will bring up all the Black Panther stuff. So you can find all the Black Panther stuff across all the different channels, whether it's chats or whether it's reviews or something like that. So if I go to this and type in Deadpool, it will then bring me up all the things that have got Deadpool related. So if it's a trailer reaction, if it's in a chat, so you'll find everything Deadpool in this search. So yeah, so we've got 34 channels at the minute with 1,500. Put that in perspective, the Collectorverse has 50 odd channels and it's got 1,400. So there's a lot of content on this site already. We're adding content daily. I've got a backlog of content I need to add and channels. So this is basically, we wanted to do, I love movies. We've got stuff up the top, basically clips and spots and featurettes, so you can have a look at different clips. So we're kind of just structuring stuff so that you can find stuff better.
Wow, how much easier is this to work than YouTube? This is amazing. The way that it organizes the things that I want to see, instead of having to go to YouTube and do all these searches. What an organizational tool.
Yeah, it's all your favorite. It's basically all your favorite channels. Bringing all their news, all their reactions. Like, look at the reactions. You've got Tyrone Magnus, Late to the Party, Clyde Videos, Movie Couple. You've got loads of different ones. John Campier. I mean, like I said, we've only added 34, and I think I've got nearly triple that to still add. I've just been that busy that I've not been able to add. And we've got Blu-ray DVD as well, so you've got like people that review Blu-rays and DVDs. We've got the Blu-ray critic here. And like I say, you can click on any person and see their profile. It'll bring up a way to subscribe to them. And it's something that we love, and we thought, do you know what, what we do, it's so bigger than collectibles, we can take it to another level. So this is what we wanted to do. So yeah, so this is, here we go, he's back.
Hi.
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 Hi, PJ.
Hi. So, what I missed? No, I'm just kidding. I was here in the five.
We just revealed the movie site to everyone.
Oh, nice. Yes. That's an awesome site. So I'm still in QMX, and I just want to show you guys real quick how awesome this Q-Figs figures are. And these are selling like hotcakes, guys. These are like amazing, and I want to show you something really cool.
I like that.
Some of them light up. Look at that Deadpool.
Oh, cool.
I love it. Selfie with a unicorn.
Yeah. So, and then the Iron Man lights up. Hermione, Harry Potter. The Flash. This is sold out, by the way. The Supergirl.
That is a weird face. I'm not gonna lie. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa! What is Superman doing to Batman right now?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Look at the face.
I'm like, oh, that's fine. Okay, take it. Dude, he's carrying him. Jeez, you got perverted minds.
If you substitute Jason for Superman and a beer for Batman, that is totally lifelike.
And also, guys, they have a Wonder Woman on a horse.
Yes.
They don't have it. It's sold out, but they're coming out with another variant of it. So I'm gonna once that comes out, I'm buying it for all of you guys. Seriously.
All right, it's on tape.
That's what I've always wanted.
Oh shoot! Oh yeah, that's right. We're live. That's good.
Right, dude.
Yeah.
Come back in 15 minutes. I just want to show them the other side, and then we'll talk to you.
Okay, cool.
Right, dude. Bye. I love that guy, but he don't half interrupt me. So I'm kidding. Right, so that was the movie site. Which, do you know what? Very proud. of the achievement we made with that site. It's a place, like I say, where movie fans can unite. Same as a Collectorverse is a place where collectors unite. The movie show is coming. We are waiting on some equipment so we can do it properly for you. We want to really do. Now, should we introduce the second site that we're launching today, which is...
Not without a drum roll.
Oh, okay, go on then.
Hold on, I think I got it right here. Wrong one.
And the second site we are launching today is Total Video Gamers, which is which is a place where gamers unite. And this is it's very much in the vein of what we do, and some of us love gaming, and we wanted to basically give this back. So this is the Total Video Gamers site, which is you'll see similarities to the movie site, but we've done a lot of work to make it look different, make it feel different, and give it its own personality. So again, promoting content creators. You can see we've only got 4 channels on this one. This is a newer site. We have nearly 6,000 videos on it though, and this will be basically promoting gaming content. So you've got your people at IGN, GameSpot, Kind of Funny Games, and this is basically another way of filtering out all the stuff that you want, and we will categorize it for you. We will promote these channels. So you've got game reviews, gameplays, you want to watch people playing games, game trailers. So if there's new game trailers come out, they will automatically get uploaded to our site. Gaming chats, people talking about the latest games, reactions again to like E3 and stuff like that. So there will be similarities to these sites because we're trying to build a network of sites that basically deal with different genres that we can help promote different content creators and reach different people.
Pop culture network.
Yeah, basically stuff that we love and stuff that we proud of. And so this is a category. This is gaming news. So you can see this is pretty much, like I said, we've only got 4 categories. So we've got GameSpot and Kind of Funny Games in this category. But again, if I go into GameSpot profile, you've got the header there. You can subscribe. You've got all the different videos that they've uploaded. So do you know what? These 2 sites are just the start of this the Collectorverse. These are just the start, the CV Media Group. This is just the start of what we can do, and we want to reach as many people possible. You can see if I go into a single thing from the movie site, there is similarities, but they're very different in theme. They have the very own different feel, and that's the point. We're trying to do that. That is a purpose of this. We're trying to build a network of sites that deal with content creators, that promote content creators, that we help, and we can basically and what we're doing.
So Richard, I gotta interrupt you. So you're telling me if I go to one of these websites, I can click on a tab that will take me to the other website?
Yeah, at the top. Well, I'm working currently on a switcher that will switch between them, but we've currently got Collectorverse and Big Screen Movies at the top, so you can, and it's the same for the others. So basically, yeah, you got Collectorverse and Total Video Gamers. So you can click between them, and it's going to become a network of sites, and that's the point of it. And like I say, you can see at the top, proudly promoting 34 channels with 1,107 views, movie videos. Proudly promoting 4 channels with 918 gaming videos, which will improve. I mean, I've got a backlog of content for this as well. At the minute, we've got 4 channels on there, which is gaming trailers, Kind of Funny Games, IGN, and GameSpot. We're working on getting more on there, but obviously it's time and getting the content uploaded, getting it categorized, tagged, and everything like that. So if I go into Injustice, again with a search, if I go into type Injustice in, it will bring up all the Injustice stuff. So you've got gameplays, game trailers, game reviews, game news. So basically, yeah, so the sites function very similar, and they're meant to do that. They are built to do that. But they are very much their own sites with their very much own content, and they're very much focused on by themselves. And I'll read this one message out, which is what Total Video Games is, but this applies to our entire network, which is Total Video Games' website is dedicated to promoting content creators and sharing their content with the gaming fans around the world. Find all your favourite gaming channels in one place with their news, reviews, gameplays, chats and trailer videos neatly categorised so you can find the games you want. That is the point. That is what's different to YouTube. We break out the noise and help you find these people, find these channels. And yeah, these are the first 2. These are the first 2. We have a lot more in the production right now. It's just finding time. I mean, guys, what do you think to these two new sites? Because this is a big step for the CV Media Group. Now it is from the Collectorverse, which is only 6 months ago. Remember that 6 months ago we were thinking about Collectorverse, and now we're basically spanning to 3 sites. So, Ian, you've been with me since the beginning. What do you think to this?
This is insane how far we've come, and to think that we're branching out, and we're going to continue to branch out. We're going to master each one of these site styles, you know, whether it's gaming, movies, you know, collectibles, and then we're going to go on, we're going to keep moving. So the CV Media Group is now announced. You guys now know about it, and you kind of you understand our vision of where we're taking this and where we're going to go. Possibilities are endless, and I cannot wait for the rest of this journey.
I mean, Thor, you're... I don't know if you're a big gamer, but I know you love movies. I mean, this is a big step for Collectorverse and for the team. This is kind of coming really sort of coincided with me going full time. I mean, what do you think?
It's showing the evolution of our site, our channel, everything. Basically, you've taken the same concept, you know, with collecting and putting it into movies and video games and put everything under one umbrella so that it make it easier for the consumer, our watchers, our viewers to reach and find information that they're looking for. So that's my hats off to you, if I could take it off right now.
Chris, you're very much on the back end of it. What do you think this holds for Collectorverse? I mean, do you know what? It's like we found, and I know it's been imitated and it's going to be imitated. And do you know what? Sorry, but I expect there to be another website knocked up tomorrow, or another gaming website or something. Imitation seems to be the thing that follows us like a shadow in the dark. Chris, what do you think this holds for Collectorverse as far as moving forward and new fans that we can... And do you know what? I love movies, and I am so upset I haven't seen Black Panther compared to these guys. So... Chris, what do you think this holds for us as far as moving forward?
Well, like Thor said, you know, we're evolving, you know, continuously. But you got to remember too that what we're collecting, it comes from the movies, it comes from the video games, it comes from the comic books and the novels that we like and things of that nature. So it's almost ridiculous not to go this route. And yeah, I know it creates more work for you, Richard. However, it also gives us more stuff to talk about. And we can do comparisons on detail based on what we see in a video game or movie. And so, like I said, it's a very complimentary, you know, site with all those extra channels on top of all the shows that are connected to all the channels. So I'm looking forward to seeing it else. You know, it's going to be great.
Jason, what do you think is going to be different from Collectorverse to these new sites that we're now dealing with?
I think that basically it's just going to cover all facets that we all talk about normally in the channel, in amongst ourselves and stuff like that. Like we've alluded to it in our chats and that, you and me, we were always arguing over Marvel, DC movies and Star Wars versus Star Trek and stuff like that. So just basically an extension of what we are all into ourselves. Like I'm a mad movie lover myself. I watch at least 5 or 6 movies a week. Anything new release coming out, bang, I'm on it straight away. Gaming, man, I'm a hardcore PC and PlayStation gamer, so I'm always playing either Injustice 2 on the PlayStation, or at the moment I'm playing a lot of Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PC. So yeah, anyone who wants to try and find me online, you're more than welcome to. Major Australian, so there's only one of me. Yeah, basically love to get on there and crack some skulls.
Do you know what's crazy? I thought about this the other day. I went for a run. I know, me running is fucking crazy. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm going to LA. I'm going to be the fattest person there. Apart from Jason. So it's... Sorry, Jason. So yeah, I was thinking the other day, 6 months? Is it really 6 months? It feels like longer in some terms, but it feels like shorter in others. And... I know we've lost a few people along the way. I miss Rick Daly. He's not collecting anymore now, he says. But he was my brother. He still is my brother. He always will be, even if he ain't got a beard, even though I find it weird. That didn't mean to rhyme that. And Chris, the Batman statue collector, do you know what? It was the right move for Chris. He's done amazing things with his channel. I'm looking forward to seeing his coverage of the Comic-Con he's just done. So it was the right move for Chris. By the way, if anyone's wondering, Johnny is still part of the group. He's been moving and he's had a lot of stuff to do with. So he's finally moved into his new house and hoping he comes back soon enough to be on the shows and stuff. He's very much behind the scenes and he deals with stuff there. But he is still part of the Collectorverse. He's not. We haven't killed him and buried him somewhere. So I was thinking how crazy it is. Like 6 months. Do you know what? We had goals that were like 12-month goals. And we were like, okay, in 12 months, we need to know anyone at Sideshow. It could be a janitor. And we were like, okay, that'd be amazing. That'd be an amazing goal. We were like, okay, well, we'd like to have like 1,000 people a day in like 12 months. And we were like, okay, so we smashed that. And this TV had told me we were going to be doing a con within the first year with our own booth, and we were going to be dealing with certain people and going to Vegas for this thing and LA for this thing. I would have told you mad, you know what I mean? And we have nine team members now, 9. Like, it is incredible. And you know what? The people we have brought in, every one of them has a different personality. Everyone is an amazing person. And I'm really happy with the team that we have. Yes, it's long hours for me usually, but do you know what? That's all going to change in less than a month when I go full time. I am currently gutting a room in my house to be a studio. There will be daily videos, not just weekly. You will be getting daily videos from the Collectorverse, and I'm really looking forward to getting really into the next phase of. We've got so much stuff coming, and do you know what? I want to thank all these guys, because these guys keep me going when I'm tired, when I've got stuff to do. These guys keep me going. Especially, I want to thank, and no offense to the other guys, Ian keeps me going, Jason and Paradox. Those guys, when I am tired at 2 in the morning, those guys make me laugh. Those guys keep me going. So I want to really thank those guys right now.
Just when he thinks he can't do any more, we push him just that little bit further. Hey, can you just do this for us, please, Richie?
Push him into madness.
And by the way,
tell him, look, get your ass out.
By the way,
wait,
is he a look?
Did someone call my name?
No, no, we didn't. But you're welcome here anyway.
Okay, all right, I'll be back.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Oh, storm me.
Oh, hi.
It's such an asshole.
What's going on?
You're alright, mate.
So,
we've just shown them the Gamer website. Paradox, give me your opinion.
Yeah.
Give me your opinion on how these sites change Collectorverse and where it means we're going to go from here, and what the future is for Collectorverse in your eyes.
Oh man, the future is looking bright, guys. I mean, if you really think about it, having everything under like one, like a gaming website, a collectible website, a movie, they're all related, right? So if I want to go and play a video game, I'm like, wait a minute, is there a collectible for it? I'm gonna go to Collectorverse, right? So that's just putting everything and making it easier for content creators, for the fans, for companies to look up, you know, what they love is amazing, you know, under one roof. That's the way it should be. We're breaking down barriers. It doesn't have to be, oh, that's just a gamer, or that's just a collector, oh, that's just a movie. Why does it have to be like that? And why can't it just be?
And you're not a recent member to Collectorverse, but you're recently into Collectorverse, and I without getting into too smushy, do you know what we really love having you around? And I was just saying that between you, Jason, and Ian, you're the guys that keep me going when I'm really tired, when it's 2 in the morning and I've got some updates to do. You're the guys that keep me going. And I know you're getting a bit of stick at home at the minute, because apparently you love Collectorverse more than your family and stuff, and that's a new thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was talking to Ian on my date night. I saw Jason half naked on my date night. I mean, yeah, but I mean, you know, I call you guys like my brothers. You know, I love you guys. You know, it's this is you guys keep me going too. You know, really, I couldn't think of being here in New York Toy Fair without Ian's guidance, Richard's help, everyone. We're all one team. This is what makes Collectorverse. We're starting to sound like
all
for one.
We're starting to sound like other chats now. We're just praising each other all the way through.
Yeah. Well, hey, PJ, you're doing a great job, man. Keep it up. Thanks for going out there. Thanks for battling the storm and being there, man.
Yep. Get yourself get yourself off home now.
Yeah. Be careful, man. Safe travels.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
Find
guys.
yourself a nice hot bath when you get home,
Force
PJ.
me with you, Paradox.
A bubble bath I'll be taking.
And I'll web stream you, all right?
You can think about you can think about Jason's nipples.
Oh man! All right,
All right, guys.
I'll be right back.
All right, speak to you later, mate. Have a good one.
Yeah. Thanks, Paradox.
Do you know what?
Love you guys.
That guy is a trooper. I'm sorry, that guy is a trooper. Yeah, that guy makes me laugh. Like I said, we've got a good team around us now. Guys, good show. I really appreciate everyone that stuck around to the end. I know it was a long one. Wonderfest was a long way to get through. So anyone that stuck around to the end, you got to see the new websites and you got to experience it also. This is CV is growing quicker than I can imagine, and I'm really proud to be part of it. I feel like I'm part of something special, and it's because of people like Jeff Morris, like Charles Carosa, like Simes, like all these people that are here every week that basically give us the love and watch the shows. We really appreciate you being part of it. I appreciate everyone that donated to the Collectors Give Back campaign. I know it's a weird concept, a channel not caring about affiliate links, but listen, I don't want to be the richest person in the cemetery. I want to be the happiest, and that's how we all feel about it. And it's different. I know it's a weird thing for this hobby, but that's how we actually feel. So, I mean, guys, closing comments for this show. I mean, give me your thoughts on everything that's gone tonight, as far as Collectiverse future, as far as also, can you tell us what's going on Sith Happens next week?
Yes. Well, we have a special Sith Happens show for you next week, starring the Paradox Nerd and Jedi Chris, and of course Darth Vader myself. So tomorrow, the 19th, Rebels will be coming on. We're gonna give this they're gonna show 2 episodes. We're gonna review that, and then we're gonna talk about is the rumor going on out there that it could be the end of the anthology films with this new trilogy that's coming out with the Game of Thrones writers. So, they say they want to do 3 movies a year, just like Marvel, but who really knows, So, and then also we're going to show some of the Star Wars collectibles that have been revealed and put up for pre-order recently on the show and talk about them. But as far as CV show, I mean, what can you say, man? This is a huge step. The websites look great, for movies, video games. It's a coincidence because I myself was thinking about trading my Xbox, getting a PS4 because I want that new God of War game. So I might be investigating that video game site myself here pretty soon. So kudos, man. It's looking great.
Can I give a quick shout out to Gabriel Abbott? Thanks for your comments on the show, mate. We really appreciate it. I hope we can meet up with you at some point, and I hope to see you in 2 weeks for the next CV show. Thanks for you haven't spammed the chat. Don't worry about it. You know what? No, just comment whatever you want, even if it's Ian's a cross-dresser. We know he is. It's just how it is. So yeah. So anyway, Ian, what do you think? On that note, Ian, put your suspenders down. What do you think?
About what? Which part of it? My head's blowing up here. This is crazy. I can't wait for our big announcement. Cannot wait. It's just going to be so exciting.
But we're not announcing it, Ian.
I know it's not. I know we're the ones not announcing it, but somebody is.
Somebody's announcing it, not us. So anyway.
Oh my god.
Ian, what are you doing on the 7th by any chance?
Oh, the 7th? I'll be somewhere in Thousand Oaks.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Chris, what do you think?
I'm probably going to be in Ian's trunk.
Probably.
Actually, Chris, you know what? You're going to be walking home because my truck's going to be full with a bunch of stuff.
Make sure you put my stuff on your lap, Chris, because I trust you.
Hey, what's up, Jesse?
Looks like we're taking 2 cars.
Is Jesse in now?
Yeah, Jesse, after 2 hours of filming, Jesse.
Better late than never, Jesse. Oh, Jesus. I'm late. Yeah, well, do you know what? You're having a baby pretty soon. Anyway,
You're forgiven.
Chris, what do you think? You're the back end guy, and that sounds really wrong. You're the guy behind the scenes.
Oh no!
Is that because I work in the medical business that I'm the back end guy?
Chris keeps things running around here financially and logistically. So, Chris, as far as your role's concerned, what do these new sites mean to you?
No, I honestly, we covered a lot of stuff today, and I know it's probably going to take some time for our viewers to, peruse the links and the sites and all that. But I just see this growing exponentially to the point where I might have to retire from my my current job just so I can help Richard out, because you're going to need it, buddy.
I know. Jason, I've been to you already. I'll give my final thoughts. Quickly, I'll give it quickly because I've given a lot of thoughts tonight.
We could have watched Braveheart twice.
Fuck off. Right, I have less than a month till I'm going full time on Collectiverse, and I have been doing and some other things are happening that are going to improve the equipment around here and stuff like that. I can't wait until this happens. I really can't. I can't wait till I'm doing. I have literally scheduled 10 hours a day to Collectiverse. So put that in perspective, I've been doing 4 or 5 hours a day on an evening when I'm tired. So doing 10 hours a day in the midday, I don't even know what I'm going to produce. So Collectiverse might have their own fucking Passover from loads of planes or something. Ian's blimp idea might actually get into fruition at some point.
It's not a blimp, it's a hot weather balloon.
You're a dick.
Hey, you're the one named Richard.
Fuck off. Hey, listen, well, we just lost our YouTube rating, so I might as well go for it. When I was in Australia, they called me Dick the Pom, and Jason, you laugh, I'll kill you. Anyway, right, so thanks for joining us, guys.
I would have called you Dick all the time, too, even if your name wasn't Richard, but that's just me.
Nope. Right, anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. The episode's over. I appreciate everyone that stuck around to the end. If you want to check out the new sites, we've got www.totalvideogamers.com and www.bigscreenmoviessite.com. I will put them in the description, and there will basically be able to find everything that you want there. See you in 2 weeks for another CV show, and see you next week. I won't see you, but the guys will, for Sif Happens. Guys, another great show. Thank you very much for turning up, everybody. I really appreciate it.
I've just got one thing to say too. Special thanks to all of our members who contributed photos for the event in Japan.
Yeah.
And thank you to all the new members that have joined up to the Collectiverse, our webpage, YouTube, and have actually signed up as collectives on the website. So thanks very much, guys. Keep up the good work.
Cool.
Yes, thank you.
See you guys in 2 weeks.
Later, guys.
See you guys.
Cheers.
May the force be with you.
Bye.
Good time.